stay still, stay still, stay still, stay still, stay still, stay still. It's going to be worth it. Brace yourselves. Hey! It's Barry, and he's riding on a cow. Lovely. Where's my camera gone? Oh, you've got your camera muted. Oh, I've fallen off my cow. There we go. Let's unmute the cow. The camera. Oh, God. You've got me doing it now. Yeah. No, that's it. Get all of the... I will give you until 5 past to get all of the puns out of your system. Seriously, people. Grow up. Thank you very much. I've been Colonel Failure, the patron saint of growing up. And cows. Right, let's say hello to people. I've no idea where to start. I've got hellos intermingling with really terrible cattle puns. Yeah. No, wait, no. See, Michelle was the first one to actually go to say hello properly, but I don't know where that is now. There. Okay, right, let's rock. Hello to Michelle and Techie and Dr. McDacky and Wolfgang and Mr. Wibble Jibber and Tim and Richard, Synesthesia, Malice Bixie, Tricky, Mr. B aka TBS Twister, Lix Wolf and the Quiltless and Sophie and Steady Bob, Rusty IT Nerd, Scorpio, Hypo Center, Generator 314, Mr. Hedgeball, Alfred and Dynamic Spoon and Richard and Rod and Michiel and Pink Suit Guy, 100 Leaf Orchid and the Jeffroid and Lady Katie, Menso and Fortress Inman, Gord, Mobius Flight, Mitch, who I'm pretty sure... No, I didn't do Mitch yet. No, okay, fine. Yorkshire Phaser and Farmer Dad, Stephen Johns Major High Drama, Kuza and Peyton LaRosse, Dwarf and ISAF Mobius, Hoosie and Alex Wheeler and David and Chris and Imsvale and Silure. Andrew and Mike and Michiel and Blaster and Jeff with his boats, Coda B, Off the Rails, Mad Cat, Hello Squared, Yo Choco Tube and Eric and Dynamic Spoon, Victor, Aaron, Gordy Boy, Geordie Boy, yeah, it's a J. Dimitri and Kevin and Albert and Thijs Lepstra, Drunken Jim and Julius Hardware, Eric and Gallifrey and Red and Mind Games, Cabal and Stephen, Darth Scott, Johnny Drizzle, Carbos, David and Taz Oslo, Gordon, Bjorn, Merlin, Kernow, Eileen, and then we hit the scroll pop, as we inevitably do. We hit the scroll pop. Where did I get to? Well, you've done that and this and that, and you've got to say hello to people or they feel left out. Stuart and Leslie Ann and Drunken Jim. We're done Drunken Jim. Emil, Kevin, Eileen, again, Eileen, Nick, Dralu, Malcolm Hunt, Johnny Drizzle, Richard, Pat, Andy, Sargon, Craig, Peter, Meta Joke. Zach has been a member for 4 long months, and it's time for things and stuff. You said it, Zach, and you managed to say it without a pun. You big stud. Turkey. Morpheus Fatal without Pioneer, Ozzy and Townsend Jones, Mother Fig, Dandy D, Johan, Diet 1985, Mike, who's been a member for 22 long months, and it's going to be magnificent. Yeah, no, I'm filtering out your nonsense, you nonsense people. Thomas, Career Insincere, Kuza, might have done already, Black and Sky, Matthew, Guilhem, Keith without you've possibly done these already. Burlo Dinu, okay, if you say so. Marcus and Mike and Deshrub and Neil and Beep and Michael, Stephen, Chris, Fuel Rod, Noni, Fred, Yo Choco Tube. I can't introduce some nonsense during the hello sequence because you people have got no discipline. It's ridiculous. How am I supposed to do the hellos where it's all interpercolated with a lot of old tosh? Tolercrams here. He's going to try and keep an eye on you people, but I mean he's just going to lose it. Martin's been a member for 40 long months and he's still here. Yeah, I mean I'm just saying he's still here now, but you're going to put him off. Martin is judging you. Silently. Well, maybe not silently. Anyway, here he is. It's Barry, everybody. Hello. He's back again. He's got new trousers. but he's got the same surgical gloves as in the last game. I'm a bit disappointed I couldn't change his shirt colour. This jacket doesn't fit very well. His boots are wonky, and there you go. So, here we are. Which map am I on? I don't know. The first one. I should know what it's called. But of the three, it's the first one. Because I felt that the rest of YouTube, other than the people who've spent every waking hour since this came out, will have gone straight onto other bits. Straight onto other bits. Could I move my cam? It covers the mini-map. You don't need the mini-map, though, do you? All right, I'll sling myself up the top corner. Then it'll cover the help. And you'll go, oh, no, I need to see the help, so I can tell you to read the help. I'll read the help when I read the help. Victor has been a member for 52 long months. Hello, Victor. Thank you very much for the support. Riverbend Springs. That certainly sounds plausible. Right, I've got £1 million. No loan. The market difficulty is set to medium. I don't play this for challenge. I play it to, you know, goof around. Flipping, look at the size of this thing. Yeah, I think I'm over here somewhere. It's anybody's guess. Yeah, I could be around here somewhere. I might be somewhere else entirely. Needs a "You Are Here" button. I'll find myself when the time comes, I'm sure. Well, isn't that what we all seek, really? Yes, okay. Right, and I'm going to buy a bit of land, although I'll be honest with you, I'm not entirely sure how to do that in this new regime. Right, left click, right click, no, none of that. Okay, all right. Ah, you does if you click on the number in the middle. That's farmland 19. I'm prepared to shop around a bit. I don't have a vehicle yet. Yeah, there's the station. Oh, you know what? Let's go there. Yeah, all right, let's tag it. All right, I've tagged it. Yeah, let's go to the train place. It's 355 metres and I'm in top shape. So I'll get there quite quickly if I run. Yeah, it's going to be good. What's my plan? Cattle. Yeah, and the last time I played Farming Simulator, my aim was to get towards cattle. And this time around, I said, hold on, let's look and see what's happening as we look at it. Great. Yeah, good. Floody's been a member for 3 long months. Barry Turnips is back, but no turnips to plant. Yeah. Found a train track then. Oh, yeah. Do you think somewhere in sight of the train track's a good idea? I think watching where you're going so you can see a train if it's coming is a good idea. I'm not going to stay in third person all the time. It's just that, you know, this feels particularly dynamic. It does feel particularly dynamic. No trains this time. No, I did the trains, you see, as a desperate last-ditch bid to attract tradespeople to my farming videos. It didn't work. Obviously, that I put out was particularly fine and marginally hilarious. But no, I will not be using a train mod that doesn't work this time around. I mean, it worked, but as I've said on multiple occasions already, it worked because it's a very clever mod trying to make a game that really does not want to have trains ingested into it in that way to work. And it worked after a fashion, but it was not great. Yeah, good. Yeah. Right, there you are. Good. So there we are. Here's some stuff. Here's some business. There's a water tower. I don't know where to set up. I don't even know where I am. Well, you should have a better idea where you are now. It's probably you're there. You're flashing. You're like an arrow, because you are an arrow. Untag that. We don't need it anymore. But that was outside the map zone, or rather the travelable mapping area. Noni's been a member for 36 long months. Trains, when you've seen some train tracks, that's your lot. That's all you have him. That's all there is to it. And Dwarf has been in for 30 months. And there you go. Yeah, Dwarf tried to inject a pun, and I've already said I am not going to engage with your punning whimsy. I have no interest in it. You're better than that. All of you collectively are better than cattle puns. Yeah. So what do you want? Where's the shop? Oh, good question. You've got all kinds of business stuff going on there. There's a garage. Yes. Where's the shop? I know I could probably do some filtering here and just find it, but I'm looking for it using my face. And then with a bit of luck, I'll find it and go, hang on, what's this dude here? What's it? That's Noah. All right, well, you stay out of my business and I'll stay out of yours, you git. That's a shop. That's the vehicle shop. Let's go there. All right. Oh, apparently I am there. Really? You can teleport from the map? Oh, I don't necessarily believe that's a good idea. Right, well, we're going to need a tractor. Are we? Yeah, I reckon we probably are. Do you want a little tractor to get started? Just a, a cheeky little something? Do I want just a little bit of something to get around town on? Well, what's an entry-level vehicle? I've got absolutely no mods installed. There is a scattering of mods in the game at the moment, but I haven't got any of them switched on. Chainsaw? Yeah, all right, I'm going to need one of them. What do you fancy? Let's go steel. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'll take it. Thank you. Cool, right. You always need a chainsaw. It's foolish not to buy a chainsaw. Okay, right, yeah. What else do we need? Is it a miscellaneous? No. Okay. Do you want like a moped? Didn't you deep six your motorcycle when you were playing this the first time? Yeah, I did. Okay, there's animals. We're going to need some of that caper. Not just yet, we're not. I'm going to have to learn how to use a forage harvester. Oh, yeah. Can I get an RTV Max? Well, it depends if the price is right. I'm not going to splash out 100 grand on an RTV. Not at the moment. Vegetables, special crops. I have to say, I'm not feeling this new sorting. I see what they're trying to do, but you get so used to the normal approach that this ends up being unintuitive. having everything in one place, neatly ordered in one fashion, is fun. Here we go. Miscellaneous. Oh, that's too miscellaneous for my taste. What have we got here? Cars and bikes. Here's the RTV XG850 Sidekick. It's only 12 grand. Yeah. You can't have a tuk-tuk. You can't be trusted in one. Yeah, all right. Yeah, I think we'll go with the RTV XG850 Sidekick. Yeah, okay, good. Talk to me about options. Can I have hazard lights? Oh, hold on. Design 2. Oh, yeah. Yeah, great. Okay, or do we want 3 points? No, that's a 3-point connector on the back. Well, it's better to have it than not have it. It's only an extra 1,600 notes. Yeah. What's the top speed? 65 clicks. Okay. Yeah. This will get me around. Okay. Super. All right. There we go. It's the RTV 850 Sidekick XG. That's the XG50. I've got to write it down. Look, it has to become a running joke, right? Yeah. I mean, you know that, right? Right, and the fact that the RTV Max 6000 doesn't exist anymore is no good. This is the RTV. Yeah, it certainly is. RTV XG. I've got it because I've got programming it into my head until I don't forget. Sidekick. Yeah. Okay. Good. Right. There we are. Right. I've got it. Okay. Good. Super. That'll do for now. I just want to drive around a bit and look at what my options are. Okay, let's see if it's got the pace. Well, I don't want to ride it first person. Maybe I'll zoom out of it. Oh, it's nice to be back on a map that's got actual people on it. I mean, the modded map that I used last time around was tremendous. Whoop, that's a bit swervy. But it was dead, and therefore, I'm just not happy living in a dead world anymore. I want to live in something with a bit of life and liveliness. What? Just a wheelie bar. Yeah. This is quite a nice industrial area. Yeah. So there's the sell by warehouse logistics. No idea, but we'll get involved in that when the time comes. I'm going up here just to see what's occurring, and then we'll find what's occurring. and I'll pick out a bit of lat. And we'll buy it and we'll put some cow on. Oh, hello, what's this? You going to open? No. I am forbidden from entry. Yeah, am I though? Open up. Can I open it using my my own? No, I'll move the RTV XG850 sidekick back a little bit. There we go. Right. Open. 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 Maybe it's the army base. Yeah, maybe. Maybe there'll be drones and whatnot all over the place. Alright. Watch yourself. I'm looking for... There you go, there's an ingress point. Get out. Get on. Switch and queue. Right, let's get over here. You can't keep me out. No. No, I'm going scrumping. The engine sounds a bit loud. Oh, good point. I haven't turned this down yet. There you go. Crank it down to something manageable. There you are. Good. Thank you. Right. Yeah. I need to know what it is. I need to know what it is. And furthermore, if one can buy it. The sewage works. Is it a slurry farm? Well, there's definitely some silage pits going on there. Is this free? No. It's not. Okay. I mean, there's too much pre-built stuff in here anyway. Oh no, this is all ready for all your silage needs. Yeah, and the fermentation of all manner of waste products can take place here. Yeah. Yeah. It's not a lot going on though. I mean, obviously you've got a couple of Mitsubishi Outbacks parked up around the joint, but it doesn't appear to be operational. Appears to be anything but operational, and I'm now a little concerned that I won't be able to get back outside the fence again without cheating. But that's okay. This is going to be okay. It's all right. It's going to be fine. Does it need powering up? Maybe is it like an adventure game? Oh, the gate code is 0372. Okay, if I find a keypad, now we know. Yeah, you sure they aren't ICBMs? I'm pretty certain. Anyway, that's what this is. Can you buy it? Just out of interest. Thank you, autosave. You're the real MVP. No, you can't. Oh, I don't even know why I'm here then. Because you are curious and you wanted to poke it with a stick to see what it was about. Alright, well, I've poked it with a stick now, and what it's about is it all looks tremendous. Yep, you've got a diving board, which is also helpful. Can I interfere with it and make it do stuff? Nope. Maybe this is to be patched in later. For right now, none of the gates open, and it doesn't appear to do anything. It's scenery that you can't even get at unless you jump the fence like I did. Why you would put such effort into such scenery is rather beyond me. Maybe it comes up on a contracting mission type deal or something. Yeah. Anyway, let's let them know we've been here. I don't want this on the road. There you go. I'm not allowed to cut this tree. What are you talking about? In the last game, I was allowed to cut down any tree I flipping well pleased. Oh, all right. Okay. Misery. Right. Okay. Come on. That's it. All right. Back on mission. No, I was just gonna add my signature to the joint, but I guess not. Right. Okay. Now then, this lot is for sale, and I'm potentially interested because these are good signs. What's this? This is Willie's restaurant boat. Well, it'd be rude not to, wouldn't it? It's not open for another hour, but we'll go have a look. This farmland looks pretty viable. Now, I'll aim to do what I always do. I'm not sure it was the Lumberjack mod, you know, because I was able to do that before installing the Lumberjack mod, but it might have been another mod. Another mod might have permitted me to just cut everything down willy-nilly. Oh, yeah, look. I mean, it's got this little river. It's got this exciting little bridge. This is a lovely place to build. Yeah, let's have a look at number 61 in a moment. And Willie's is just down the road. Oh, yeah. Maybe that's Willie up there on the top deck. Short for Wilhelmina. Let's go. Hello, hold on. Read the sign. Water level might rise without warning. Crikey, what sort of weather are you expecting? Yeah. Aye. Nice tash. Yep, it's all good. This is... Oh, it's a scenic place and no mistake. Outside, yeah, you got little glow lamps. You've got plates with a picture of food on the top of them. That's super. Yeah, great. Yeah, super. Does it do anything? No. Okay. It's scenery. Oh, hold on. No, it does. It buys stuff. Do we know what you buy? Anybody's guess. They might buy some cattle eventually. Right, let's have a look at the price on 61. I probably can't even afford it. Right here. Okay, go on. Tell me. Go on. Don't spare me feelings. Tell me how much you want for it. Go on. I'm clicking it. I'm clicking the thing. No, you've got to go back to crop types. It's 214 grand. It's 3.5 hectares. Yeah, but you see, this will allow me to develop the majority of this peninsula. No, it won't. You won't be able to touch anything that falls outside your own little bit of land there. Yeah. And you ought to go and do another survey on it to see if it's suitable to be putting, you know, cattle bins. Oh, I'm flipping. Stop pressing the cheat button. It's full of sunflowers. Yep. Okay. All right. Yeah. No. I don't like teleporting. Look, I may do it sometime when I'm hustling, but at the moment I'm a guided tour guide. Are you? Yeah. See, look, there's free water down there. If you get out of these flipping bulrushes, watch out for Moses, just in case he's knocking around. Is that a speedboat? It's unlikely to be a speedboat, but it might be a boat. Yeah. Okay. Look. I still like that. I still think that's great. I still think that's fabulous. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Here you go. Look, it's got fishing rods and all sorts. No, it hasn't. Oh, I'm underneath it now. All right, let's get up here. Okay. Let us plod along the jetty. All right. Sit in the speed. But someone is going to do a boat mod. They have to. Doesn't need to be complicated. In fact, it wouldn't take too much to do some kind of terrible simulated fishing effort going on there. I mean, not that there's a good simulated fishing effort going on anywhere else, but I mean, your mileage may vary. You might like that kind of thing, but personally, I find it to be a little bit, yeah, all right, now what? Okay, so is this or is this not suited to a bit of cow barn setup? I like that we've got a road going through the middle, so we could go both sides of the road eventually. I'm going to need some odds and ends and odds and odds and ends and ends and ends and odds and odds and ends. For someone who doesn't like teleporting, I sure do it a lot. I've done it twice so far, beep. Come on, cut me some slack. And both times it was accidental. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to teleport back to the RTV hold on, XG850 Sidekick in a moment. But that's only because I can't remember where I parked it. I could look it up, but I'm not going to. By field 1, why? I mean, you know, what's your rationale? That's because it's not a field. Yeah, that's 3 hectares of nothing. There's nothing there. It's just a load of rubbish. Yeah. Oh, stuff it. Teleport over there. No, it's just, this is where I started. I mean, this is all wasted space. You got a silo. Nice, I guess. Cows. Yeah, okay. You got barns with nothing in them. You got barns with naff all space to put anything in them. And you've got some weird dude who's just stood here. Yeah. Yeah. All right, clown. Okay. Yeah, so... Yeah, so, no, I'm no interest in this. Right, get back to my car. Right, good. So, what do you think? 61. Have a look. See if there's anything that takes your fancy more. I quite like it as an idea. I like the road running through the middle of it. In terms of being able to... I like the fact that the silo area of mystery is just over there. I like a bit of river action going on here. I will get a boat as soon as one is available. I'll tear it up and down and splosh all of Big Willie's guests. Well, you could buy the land directly next to Big Willie's. That's only 41k. Well, 42k, because I can read. These fields are very cheap compared to historic roads. 127k for that. It's nothing. That's only 127 as well. This is peanuts. That's only 300,000. What's even happening? Everything was like a heck of a lot more expensive in the previous iteration. I bet 76 goes for a couple of quid. It's only 500,000. It's not a tremendous amount of money. Okay, now, let's have a look. There's a rope maker. Don't need that. There's a cooper. Don't need barrels. What do you do? Hello. Oil mill. Okay, because obviously if we're thinking dairy, which I am, dairy and dead cows is what I'm primarily thinking, but obviously we have to breed the cows and then feed the cows. Feed and breed the cows. Breed a feed a can, feed the cows. Canning, put the cow in a can, sell it. Biogas plant. I'll probably make some money out of that by selling some poo. What else? Over here we have grain, yeah, carpentry. I've had enough of carpentry to last me a lifetime. I did so much carpentry in the last one. There's a warehouse. That's a train. Yeah, I recognise that. There's the shop. There's some fella. No, that's Katie. She's not some fella. That is the animal dealership. Smooth. I wonder if they let you road test them first. This is a farmhouse. Okay. That's Walter. Oh, good. That's Ben. You trying to give me a storyline because I don't want one. There's a dredging boat. Ooh. I wonder if I can buy it. I would quite happily spend my entire game experience pottering up and down the river, dredging the place. That would be a right chuckle. Yeah. Okay. And then you've got a cement factory right next to it. I bet you can't. Teleport. You can only tag that one. Oh, well, it's barely worth the effort then. That's the Goldcrest Valley. Yeah. What do you do? Tailors. Okay. And you? Bakery. Yes. Have you not got a dairy on this map? Possibly, but you might have missed it. If you hit that, it will show you everything. Yeah, it does. Right. Why don't you just plunge in without doing any due diligence at all and then ride the cow you've bought? Yeah, okay. Yeah. Oh, but before we do that, though, we probably ought to do a bit of Shift P and have a look at how much a cow barn's actually going to run me. What are you? Cow pasture, 15 grand. I find that very hard to believe. Is it 15 grand a square or what? Well, you're not going to get a good price. You're not going to get a good understanding of it until you've actually got some land to play with. This is another cow barn. This is a breeding barn. Milk production's not possible. Okay, and this one? That's also breeding, and it will support 7 whole cows. This one will support 99 cows, but does no milking. This will support 50 and supports milking. Okay, so that's $250,000 for that. And if we think $250,000 for a bit of land to start us off, with a field enough that I can blat some grass on the go, you might have to ask the chat to teach you how to do. Taz Oslo likes 22 and 33. He doesn't care as long as there are 2 of the same number. Yeah. All right. Yeah. All right. See you later, Willie. Have a good one. Keep it real. Maybe he'll buy milk. Or cows. Or cow milk. as opposed to dog milk. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, right. Captain Sunflowers here. This is what we were looking at. I like it. I like it. I think you could go barn either end. Yeah. I mean, either or, not necessarily either end. You know, slap a barn in here. I mean, obviously you're going to plough all of this under to get for the get-go. Is it ready? What are we looking at? Sunflowers, they're growing. They are fertilised. I mean, that's a crop. Well, yes. Yes, it is. Well done, Captain Farmhand. You know all of your technological informations. All right, I'm buying it. I'm taken by this. I'm having it. All right, okay. I'm very disappointed with the lack of swerve that using the handbrakes, though. Right, let's get on the blower to no, this one. Right, yeah. Oi, I want it. Mine. Yes, please. Right. No, hang on. Apparently, yes. There it is. It's gone through. This land is my land. I'm going to prove it by cutting something down. It won't let you run with a chainsaw. That's just rude. Yeah, okay. Go on, get at it. New chainsaw noise. And I got myself an achievement. Yeah, well done. Yeah. You're contributing towards the wilderness. Right, super. Good. Now what? Well, I could wait out the sunflower harvest, which is when sunflowers are harvest in a couple of months' time. We will be making plenty of use of the Go Real Fast tool here. We won't be settling for. No, we'll plod along for ages. No, I'll be rapido firing my way through whatever months I'm not interested in. So we could get there in about 15 minutes to October. Harvest the sunflowers, make some cash out of them, and then I'd probably plough it under. I mean, you want some kind of cash crop in there, but what I'd like is grass, so I could just get some silage on the go. All right, we'll do that then. I'm not entirely sure. You see, historically, you plant meadow and then all of that business. Yeah. Do you still change your clothes when using a chainsaw? I didn't think you ever did you? Hold on, I'll have a look. There we go. This. You can't go third person using a chainsaw. I do have mirrors. No, I don't. Oh, I didn't pay for any mirrors on my truck. I could go and look in the water, see if I get a reflection. What am I holding now? It could be a torch. It could be anything. Yeah. Do I show up? Do I have a reflection? No, you're a vampire. Okay. That's a pity. Because I look so jolly dashing. Yeah. Now, what would you harvest sunflowers with? A sunflower harvester. Let's get to the catalogue and have a look. I'm going to need a tractor at some point. Well, you're going to want one in order to transport cattle. Yeah, that's the other thing you're going to want to make sure that you've got ordered. Yeah. Vegetative, no. Animals. Right. So you're going to want a Bowser. Just a cheapy little deal. That'll do. It's going to mean a lot of trips, but for $5,500, it'd be rude not to. Spend the money and get this. Look, that's 6,000 litres. That's a piddling 2,000. I'll buy a better one when I need it. Right now, I'm saving the money. I'm being sensible. Okay, can I buy it now and pick it up in a bit? Yeah, lovely. All right, thanks. Plus, that'll get on the back of the RTV XG850 Sidekick, which is no bad thing, right? We'll keep it stock. That way I can trade it in. We're going to need an animal trailer because obviously I'm going to pick them up myself. That's a horse box. Yeah, you can carry 2 pieces of horse. Well, which 2 pieces do you want? Front and back half, I reckon. The Noah will do me 6 cows at a time. Yeah, yeah. You can have horses. Ah, that's interesting. I've never done horses before. Or a Wilson, which will do you 12 cows. Well, I mean, the Wilson's ruddy expensive. It really is. Whereas the Fleagle here is only 25 large. I'm gonna book me a Fleagle. All right, there you go. Yeah, look at that. Look, that looks great. I mean, the RTV XG850 Sidekick might actually do the job of pulling this. It'll be quite comical to see it work as well. So I need one of them. Yep. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Now, forage mixtures. What do you know about forage? Absolutely nothing. It always seemed like there was a lot of faff involved. So this blends silage, hay, mineral feed and straw into a total mixed ration. I get the concept of total mixed ration to your cows makes cows do things. Exactly what is anybody's guess. But that's a good thing. But beyond that, I've never dabbled. I just feed the cows bales of whatever, and they seem to dig it. Yeah, I mean, this is all more of the same, right? Except these ones, which have got the ability to suck peasants in the front and blend them up into a bit of total mixed ration as well, which is tremendous. Yeah. All right, we're not there yet, especially since we're talking £250,000 in order to get hold of one. I know I don't necessarily need to buy one. I could just borrow it for the time being. But John, a winch, they're so useful. Yeah, what's a winch start at? I mean, that's the Taj Fun EGV 65A HKSG. That's my personal favourite. Yeah, that's my flipping spirit animal. That is. It's absolutely magical. The amount of damage you can do with one of those are tremendous. Right, okay, but that's, again, I'm not into the trees, not this time. I've done trees. I've done my time with trees. You can't make me do more trees. I've made trees, I've made planks, I've made flipping furniture, I've made a lot of it. Mowing, yeah, we're going to have to do some of that. Yeah, do you want a cheeky little tractor to get yourself underway? Well, actually, I'm going to go and see if I can pull what I've got. Can you sort by... harvesting. Do you need a combine harvester to harvest sunflowers, or do you need something specialist? Do you need a forage harvester to do something? Have a look. Well, the Massey Ferguson 8570 will sort you right out for some sunflowers. I'm not going to buy one. I will probably rent one to start with. And that's if I decide to pursue the sunflower harvest. You see, if I get one of those with the associated header and then a trailer and then a tractor to pull the trailer, yeah, that'll probably do it. And then flog the sunflower seed into something else. I mean, that's a lot of expense going on there. The one thing you never need, though, is a header trailer. Just don't need it. Nah, that's for kids. Right. Come on, think about it. What else do you want? Well, I'd quite like a mower. Mower is such easy money. It's almost criminal not to do it. Yeah, what's the swoop on that one? That's a 3.1 metre right there. The Duet 7300 is 7 metre. But obviously you go front and back. You tiddle on both ends there. Now, I mean, you could match your... There you go. You match your Kuhn at both ends. What are you looking at there? 48.5 Gs. Yeah. I mean, it's an investment that pays for itself in no time at all. Unless they fix the price of bales. I apologise for thinking out loud during all of this, because I haven't decided. Why don't you... Yeah... buy your barn. Well, I don't know what's in your hand, but you should put it away because it doesn't look decent. There you go. I feel that's less rude. I don't know what it was, but it did not feel like it was safe for children. Right, let's go. Let's get into it, as they say on the internet. Right, cow barn avec brewing of milk. Thank you. This is my land. Okay, yeah. All right, I've got all of this space to play. That area is restricted. Oh, well, we don't want a restricted area. Yeah, yeah. We'll say knackers to the sea. Some of the sunflower. Look, if you're going to bulldoze some sunflower, you might as well bulldoze all of it. Otherwise, wait until the sunflower harvest has been done. Yeah, all right. Okay, that's a smarter move. I'm going to go pick up my new stuff. Let's up the tempo on the time ever so slightly. And we'll see what I can pull. And if I can't pull sufficient, then I'll buy something that can. I had safety gear on for the shortest of times there. Okay, all right, great. Worth knowing, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Go on. Chicken. Oh, I only swerved because I know it's futile to try and go head-to-head with these people. They have no sense whatsoever, and clearly the kind of insurance policy that allows them to do whatever the hell they like. Yeah. In trains? Not right now. That is a train loading pit there, though, so that could be entertaining. Let's go this way. What are you looking for? The vehicle dealership. You're going to visit the map, and that's the lumber company. Yeah. This is a really nice map. Or rather, it's got a really nice... designery place in time feel to it. Hardware Bob. Cool. Paint, tools, electrical, housewares. And Bob as well. What more could you want? Okay, what do you reckon that is? That could be a vehicle dealer. Yeah. That's trying to get me to buy some DLC. I didn't bother. I looked at it and I went, that's an ugly looking tractor. Normally I buy it and just kind of go, yeah, I'll add it to the collection. But I looked at, that's the milk yard. I believe they call that a dairy. They can call it whatever they like. I'm calling it a milk yard. But no, I thought it was such an ugly looking tractor I couldn't be bothered with it. It was not something I would ever see being part of my arsenal. No, and I like a rangy kind of arsenal, as you know. Where are you? Well, I've left town, clearly. I'm also liking the extended number of random vehicles that this has got going on. By which I mean variety, rather than, just the sheer quantity. What's that? Flipping great beehive they put on concerts. Okay, good. Where are we going now? It's anybody's. I need the map. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, I didn't want an ugly tractor. Just wasn't into it. Right. Shop. Okay. Was it that one? Well, there's your Bowser. Okay. Could I get a tag place? It's behind you. Like that. School bus. Oh, terrific. I'll be able to feed small children to my cattle. Oh yeah, they're gonna have a little bit of. They're gonna get a taste for it over time. What's school children? Yeah. Man-eating cow. That's what I'm going for. Cool. Johnny Drizzle's lobbed a $5 in the bucket. Nice one, Johnny. Love that you bought the same starting field that you did. I think there's so much scenery going on there that it's almost like a honey trap as far as an initial field is concerned. Kind of go, yeah, on a bit of a peninsula. That looks like a winner. Whoop. That's a good bit of rear axle bounce going on there. That's all good. Yeah. Okay, I was just round the back of here. Okay, I almost found it. Yeah, I know. I'm being very swervy. I'm not quite 100% yet. Right, let's see if you can handle the little water Bowser here. Okay. Super. Right, yeah, you're no drama. Okay, so you can stay there. Now then, I doubt very much you've got the grunt for it. But, I mean, I can always strap a cow into the passenger seat. What, 2 in the back, 1 in the passenger seat, and another one on the roof rack? No, I mean, you're being very optimistic here. Well, why did I pay for all these extra connectors if you're not going to let me use them to pull something that is completely inappropriate? You said it was a wheelie bar, and indeed it is. Jacob's chucked 5 in a bucket. Thank you, Jacob. It's a late fee. Assuming you don't burn the cash on unnecessary farming equipment, any Black Friday deals that I'm eyeing? No. I don't subscribe to Black Friday because so Black Friday first came into existence because in tradition, as the Friday before Thanksgiving, it would be the day in which corporations would break into the black. Right? It would be the point in the year at which they aimed to turn a profit. So if you were to consider the year as a whole, the whole 12-month, January to the end of December, by the time you hit November, you would be aiming to be in profit by that point so that growth could occur throughout December. And it became known as Black Friday because you would enter into the black in your business ledger. Over time, it has evolved into a whole bunch of sales gubbins, right? Whereby businesses will put a discount, probably the same discount they had the thing at before, on the stuff they can't sell, in order to try and whip up a frenzy from Johnny Consumer to go out and buy a load of old tosh they don't need or want, right? They don't put a sale price on something you actually want. No, it's the crap they can't sell. That's the stuff that you're getting in Black Friday. No, don't say no to Black Friday. Buy it full price 2 days beforehand. That'll show them. That's all I have to say about that. And I've probably got more to say about it. Explain Cyber Monday. Cyber Monday came in around 2001, which was a bid of failing internet businesses that were literally trying to stay afloat after the dot-com bubble or during the dot-com bubble burst. I was in that. I was in a dot-com startup when the dot-com bubble burst, and I was writing news stories. It was a financial website. I was writing news stories about how all of these dot-coms were going bust. Dot-com startups were going bust, and I go, yeah, we don't make any money. I'm the only one who does any work. I mean, I was being paid, but I was kind of going, yeah, I think I probably ought to leave and go find a different job. And indeed I did. And that job was Ultima Online, which was delightful. So there you go. Yeah, right, good. Any other flipping questions? Good, right, yeah, good, yeah, good. Right, don't buy stuff you don't need with money you don't have to impress people you don't like. No, yeah. Go and buy more slot cars. That's all. That's all you need. That'll make you happy. Obviously some track. Right, I'm going to need a tractor. You sure that wants a tractor and not a truck? No, that wants a tractor. I need a little tiddler workaround, get the job done, pitter-patter-potter, tractor. You're going to go for Massey Ferguson, aren't you? Well, I was actually thinking about not doing that. I was thinking about going for something out of the... What the hell is that? It's ugly, is what that is. See, I mean, this... It's just calling to me immediately. You're going to have this class for less. Yeah, I don't hate the class. What about this Fent? That looks like it'll blow over in a stiff breeze. Same as the old Rex 4 GT. And I think the GT is like goes terrible. Because... I mean, look at it, it's 40 grand. It's less than half the price of any respectable tractor. Oh, look at it's baby's first tractor. Yeah, I mean, it's a piece of junk. Yeah, no, that's... I mean, it says Landini there. It means landfill. No. I'd rather have a New Holland all-terrain. Come on, then. What do you want? It's methane powered. Right, you can trump in it and make it go faster. I don't think that's got all of the attachments that you want. No. All right, okay. What about this? No, you see, this is the same level of ugly. I mean, oh, God. Oh, why would you do that to yourself? It's the Riggy RT track. Well, it can go back to Riggy and stay there. See, this is a better looking thing. This Z-Tour Proxima HS80. Yeah. See, do you want the front loader attacher? Of course I do. I'm going to need it. Well, give me the full price then. If I want a bit more grunt, what does that give me? That's giving you an extra 12 horsepower. Yeah. What about that? Oh, that takes you up to just shy of 100 horsepower. Well, it says 100. It's lying. Yeah. 110. Yeah. I'm waiting for the one where it sticks a blower on the front of it. No supercharger. Okay. Well, I mean, you can't go wrong. I mean, this starts at 95 horses. Yeah. Did I like the new Dune movies? Well, that's random. Yeah, I did. The first one, I was pretty much speechless coming out of the cinema. I went like, I have not been that impressed by a movie in a very long time. And then the second one, they changed the story, and I'm cool with it because they changed it in a very logical way. Yeah, I think Zendaya does a very good job, but I am no fan of Zendaya. I don't think she has any range at all. I think if you want someone to rock up and look sulky, she's your girl. Yeah. French lad, he's all right. Yeah. What's his name? Oh, I can't remember. The French lad. Yeah. What about a telehandler? I always ruin telehandlers. They and I don't speak to one another anymore. No, you're not allowed a Massey Ferguson. You've got to have something else. Oh, but it's the only tractor I like. Tough. You've got to have something else. You're not even allowed a red tractor. It has to be something else. Well, it'll be a cold day in hell before I buy John Deere. Well, obviously. What about a Deutz-Fahr? Yeah, you can have a red tractor, given that a good third of them are red. Timothy Shamala Ding Dong. Yeah, it was alright, it was good, yeah. I wasn't so keen on No Country for Old Men, having set it up, playing it for laughs. It was good, it was fine, but it was good. Josh Brolin's good darts. Look at the mediums. I'll look at the price tag on the mediums. I don't want to spend too much. Oh, no. I want to keep it south of 125 grand if I can. Well, what about this that says white but is grey? What about this, which is the same tractor but allegedly a different manufacturer? That's rubbish. That's a Chinese knockoff. Which one? I don't know. It could be. They're the same thing. No, this one's yellow. Oh, yeah, that makes all the difference. It's got good beefcake tyres going on, though. Yeah. It's got no front weight only. You can't have a lifter on the front. And I like the ubiquity of being able to attach some bale forks. Yeah. The only problem with the Deutz-Fahr is it's green. I've got no problem with green. Yeah, it's just John Deere. It'd just be a cold day in hell before I buy a John Deere. Yeah, no, these are all a bit steep. I'm going to buy a cheap and cheerful workaday little light load to get started. Because I know me, I'll buy a whole bunch of tat and I'll use it all. Why don't you buy the Tony 10900 TTR? Because it looks like a Pope-mobile with a fat nose. I mean, dearie me. Oh, and it can't have... What's the bull bar look like? Ridiculous. Can't have a lifter on the front. Oh, that's a shame. I'm not buying that. I mean, I wouldn't be seen dead driving one of those. Dear me, it's ugly. Dear, it's hideous. This has got tank tracks. No, front weight only. And again, I'd rather have a Bobcat. They did have a 3-point option. Yeah, no. Check out the discounts. Okay. You got the Lintrack 130 with 45% off. That was a smart suggestion. Oh, and it's bright-ish yellow. I could get behind that. Yeah, it's got some whatnot on the front. Yeah, there you go. Stick a quickie lifter on the front of it. Yeah. You sure you don't want a Hauer instead? No. Me and Quickie have got a long-term partnership. 136 horses. It's already knackered, so I can't really do any more damage to it. They clean it and make you think like, oh no, I'm getting a deal. Put some weights on it. And I want chunky boy plus weights. Yeah. Okay, what are we talking about? 75 large. That is a tractor that will do. It's a Lindner. Like a Lidl. It's a Lidl tractor. Solid. What tyres do you fancy? Well, Continental. I've always been a fan of Continental tyres after they did that advert with the thing on the whatnot. Yeah. Are you are you attracting some controversy there, Tola? Do you need me to put out a public message along the lines of? I mean, is everybody just saying get on with it? Because I could understand that. That would be understandable. Right, 70 grand. I bought one tractor. One tractor. You can. No, I'm not changing the colour. I'm sticking. I'm riding with what I've been given. Now, what are you? You're a grape bin, and you are a. Really, you're a muck spreader, are you? Okay, all right. And what the heck are you? Oh, it's complicated. You wouldn't understand. Okay, I probably wouldn't. Good. Oh, YouTube is holding on to the silliest of things. Oh, right, okay. It does that. There you are. Now, tell me you've got a beacon. Yes, well, I've kind of repurposed my hazard lights to be a beacon. All right, well, I'll allow it. I thought I ordered Beefy Boy tyres with wheel weights. Thought you probably did. You've got it. That'll handle the Fleagle. No flipping problemo. Super. Right, I've got myself a tractor. Okay, now we wait for whatnot time. Well, you're gonna have to spell it out. Sunflower time. Okay, jump out your tractor. That's good. Yeah, I'm gonna harvest the sunflowers. I'll take that free money, even though I am probably going to have a loss as a result of harvesting the sunflowers, but it will feel like we've actually done something, won't it? Yes, it will. Yeah. We'll all go, oh, we've done that. Right, we need to get to October, and hopefully they'll be ready in October. We will check. Right, activate turbos. There you go, and then we'll drive this kit back to my establishment and park it in next door's field. Okay. Yeah, give me the square map, please. All right, we'll go out this way. Yeah, no, it's all good. I mean, obviously, I could stick a cow or two in the back and leave them there for 2 months, but I mean, you know, I mean that'll be. Have I got a shed to sleep in? No, I'll sleep in the either in with the cattle facility or just in the tractor. Yeah. Do you know where you're going? You're on the wrong side of the river, I think, because I just saw the silos of mystery there. Yeah, I'm on the wrong side of the river. Where's the next bridge? No, yeah, that's the silos of mystery. You can't get through there. Cut down here. Follow it along and then take the next big left. Second big left. You've got time to kill. Get on with it. All right. You can sleep at the farmhouse. Yeah. No. I mean, you people are banging up, saying that, oh no, you should totally build a farmhouse. From what I've heard, it's a colossal waste of time and energy. That's not the button I want. Oh, you've just turned on Johnny Helper. I haven't. I pressed something. I was looking for lights. I thought no, lights was H. It's not. It is. It's V. It's not C. It's Q. It's not Q. Q is detaching the trailer. We've done that joke. Yeah, I know, but I actually convinced myself it was Q there for a moment. Right, you come in or what? Come on in. I'm pressing it. Get attached. It's got attachment issues. Well, see a licensed professional and then get reattached to me tractor, you clown. It doesn't want to. Flipping does want to. If it knows what's good for it, it does anyway. Is it raining? That's anybody's guess. You've got all day to figure this out anyway. You've got a whole month. It's F. It's F. I knew it was there somewhere. Get attached. No. No. Give me some F1. Attach Q. Nope. Why not? I don't know. Why not though? I don't know. It's possibly because you pressed H to activate a helper. I mean, okay, man, my angle isn't brilliant, but usually if the tooltip comes up at the bottom, you're a goer. Not today. No. Get out and get back in and it'll work. Oh, okay. Breaking news. I can't get out of the tracks. Fabulous. What a great bug. Yes, I can. Alright. Yeah, I know. I mean, can I get out of it? Yeah, you can. Alright, okay, fine. Oh, super. Look, I don't mind bugs. Bugs are fine. They're to be expected. I mean, knucklehead stuff, sure, that shouldn't be in there. But at the same time, you don't know what knucklehead is and what it isn't, and what was fixed. It's now September. It's October is harvest month. Did we have nighttime? We did. It got darker. It wasn't very dark. No. Yeah, no, there we go. That's the way you want to go if you want the direct route to the homestead. How did the teleport happen? I pressed tab. Yeah. Yeah, that's all I did. I pressed tab. It's lazy, and I don't usually do it. I usually drive everywhere, given half a chance. But because I've got you here live, and not a lot was happening, and the only reason that I did it was to get out of my tractor, which, hello, I will teleport back to in a minute. Cement mixer, look. That's great. Yeah, no, I'm all for lots of different vehicles going on. Slow down time. Where are we? It's only September. It's fine. I've got time on my hands. We got ages yet. Yeah. We got a whole other month. I heard a rumor, and I've even tried it out, that if you are in a vehicle while this time is sped up, you put more wear and tear on the vehicle at the accelerated rate. It's not true. It doesn't work. That's not a thing. Otherwise I would slow down time, because I don't want to be putting 360 times wear and tear onto my new equipment. I mean, I'll quite happily F. Thank you. Only one set of lights? Cheapskate. Well, you did buy a really cheap RTV. It's not the point. It's hardly in the spirit of the thing. Yeah, this is what nighttime looks like. It's not very dark, is it? Well, it's light pollution. Either that or we're near a pole. Sure. Okay. Yeah, why not? Okay. Yeah, fine. Be like that. I am. Right, now then. Is there a quicker way to get to where I'm going? Yeah, you can hatchet it over here. Yeah. What's in the middle of these trees? That's just trees. You're all right. There's a fence. Okay. All right. This shortcut isn't. No, shortcut isn't. It is now October. Okay. Yeah. I'm splitting the difference between left and right hand drive in recognition of the vague location of my farm in the world. Also, I've got an international audience, so I'm determined to make you all feel uncomfortable equally with... Did I miss a turning? I think you might have done. Alright, maybe it's over here. Look, I didn't do that deliberately. Many of you have been around long enough to know when I have done something deliberately and when I haven't. I had a quick look over at the map. You're not going to believe that I didn't just fake deep six the RTV XG850 sidekick and my water bowser. I mean, the good news is water bowser's got water in it now. Oh, for God's sake. Yeah. Let's go get the tractor. Okay. Yeah. That wasn't intentional. No. I was just trying to fill some time until it's harvesting time. Which is now. Yeah. Where did I leave the tractor? It's over there somewhere. Do you want to teleport to it? Well, it's only 4 in the morning. Yeah. Recovery time. No. We don't need to recover it yet. No. I was looking at the map to see if it lined up with my field. I didn't see that there was a stream there. And I drove into the whatnot. Overconfidence, that's what it is. No, it is a belligerent and carefree attitude towards farming. It is the same attitude I have always applied to pretty much every simulator I play, which is you respect the subject matter of the simulator, but you do not have to respect the way in which it is played. So I play these to do the job. Right? If I'm driving a train, I am doing the job. I am not trying to crash the train unless I have been explicit that is the target, that is the intention. If I'm driving a tractor, I am explicit in no, I'm going to do the fields and all of that. I already slowed time back down. I don't need to artificially create disaster because stuff like that just happens to me. Just happens to you, does it? Yes, all right, I'm driving like a wazzock, and as a result, I end up deep sixing my brand new RTV. This fog's ruddy mysterious. It is a little bit. I'm pretty sure this is a toxic water bit of... I wade through the sewage. Oh, you like, mate? Right, it should be just up here. If you get murdered in this forest, don't be a... Hey, look what I found. Well, it's a lot of splashing going on. Thank you, Johnny Headlights. You're the real MVP. Right, good. Okay. Put your hazard lights on. Oh, yeah, that'll caution people. That's it, dazzling. Yeah, okay. Let's get this over to the farm. No shortcuts. Stay on the pigging road. You don't know the map well enough yet to use a shortcut. Right, on we go. Alright, we're back in business. Well, I say back in business. We're business-like. Nice rain effect. I think the rain effect's a little bit heavy-handed, if you ask me. Could be. I mean, it's all right. The little splashes on the floor are quite nice, but I think the puddling is too heavy-handed. It doesn't puddle like that on roads, not all the time. It's just a puddly texture. Yeah, and I've got a disco going on in my cow trailer. Well, the cows will dig it. Did I mistake the A in ATV for amphibious? Well, it doesn't have an A, it's an R. It's an RTV. And the R stands for roads! Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. So roads terrain vehicle. You're trying to use it on any other terrain? Don't. Yeah. Okay. Graphic settings, incidentally, because I know you want to know. You care. I'm running at 24 for the 2.5K, right? Is what I'm running at. It's upscaling for the stream to hit 4K, but that's all been doing through my video encoder, which sometimes has a little bit of a moment going, flipping it, you're making me work hard. Are we home yet? No, see, this is where you cut across. Don't do that. Oh yeah, that's the one with the fence. Now you've got a road here somewhere, apparently. Isn't this Willie's Road? It is Willie's Road. Willie's Road leads towards your field. Oh, okay. Alright, super. What else? Oh, I've got everything on Ultra, except I've dropped contact shadows down ever so slightly. By like 1 notch. And then I've got DLSS cranked onto balanced. And before I did that, my graphics card was having an absolute conniptions. But now my graphics card's going, Yeah. Okay. Yeah. On your end, the stream is really struggling. Hold on, let me check. I've the YouTube page up here. No, that's okay. You'll lose a little bit in the stream. My streaming software's chugging the same way as it did last time as well, which is weird because the software's chugging, but what's being output up to YouTube land, it's seemingly fine. Yeah. Shouldn't I be taking the animal trader to the livestock dealer to pick up cattle? Yeah, but I'm not picking up cattle. I'm bringing my property back to my territory. That was the theory, anyway. Right. Okay. Now, you leave that there. As ever, the neighbour's field is my car park. It could be having a bit of drama at the moment because of the amount of rain. Yeah. When the rain passes, it will probably ease off. But there we go. It was slowing down and speeding up as I was driving. Interesting. Alright, well look, when I reach half time, I could drop some of the settings a little bit to maybe help the encoder out a bit. But it's not something it typically has too much trouble with. Oh, I say that, and now the stream's stalled. Hold on. Let's have a look. Let's hit that, right, and make sure you're happy. See, you've got me second-guessing myself now. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, view, open widget. Now would be a good time to insert ads. No, now's not a good time to insert ads, YouTube. All right, what's your flipping crisis there, sunshine? All right, now we open Task Manager. You jinxed this, you lot. This was all you people. You made me go into my settings and look at things. Right, I've got headspace on everything. Everything's got room to maneuver. How are you doing? You're eating 50% of my graphics. That's rather more than is ideal. Can we up the bitrate a bit? Go on, shove out a bit more. You could drop it to 30 frames a second, and that way it'll stay consistent. Yeah, all right. Yeah. Well, I'll keep the res. Oh, you can't do it without restarting the stream. I could restart the stream. Okay, enough people are saying jumpy. All right, I'm going to drop the frame rate. I'll be back in a moment. Do not move, people. Do not. I've got to press this button. I return. The question is, have you returned? I reckon you probably have. I think the interruption was like momentary at best there. Right, this will probably be a little better, a little smoother. Okay. It could just be YouTube encoding 4K on the fly with, you know, insufficient bitrate, rubbish, stupid craziness. But who knows? Who knows? Maybe, maybe not. Either way, that should smooth things out a touch. You lose a little fidelity, you gain a little stability. That's what they say. That's what's written on the back of the box. Here's the garage. The shop is out the other side. Okay, if it would stop raining, it'd probably be fine. Here we go. Right. Why have I brought my tractor here? Because I'm going to borrow a harvester. And I'm obviously going to borrow it from here. And then later, I will need something to pick that stuff up with, which is why a tractor is probably not a bad way to go. Either way, the shop's not open yet. I know it's 24 hour, but I'm not gonna pull my sunflowers down in the middle of this storm. Let's up the tempo and get the rain to ease off, and that would be solid. Yeah. Well, I mean, it might be solid. You never know. Yeah. It's anybody's guess. Is the ATV still in the drink? Yeah. Where else would it be? Right, 6 a.m. I want a bit of sunlight on the situation, you understand? Yes, that's pleasing. It's a little bit hazy. Oh, I create this effect in Photoshop all the time when I'm doing arbitrary depth of field in a Transport Fever thumbnail. I do like a bit of arbitrary depth of field. Yeah. Okay. I reckon we're cooking. Let's go. Now then, I need. Can't look at that. Here. Oh, it's turned my stomach. It hasn't. You're exaggerating. I know, because I'm funny. Combines. Yes. The cheapy Massey. It's not a big field. It'll be fine. It's the cheap one. Get it. Okay. You used to be able to press C for combo options. Yeah. How do you know which header to buy for this one? Life used to be easy when you could just buy the combo option. What about the box? A pack. Yes. A pack for sunflowers, please. Does that count as grain? What do you do? Not sunflowers. Okay. And therefore you're dead to me. Well, maybe it's not grain then, is it? All right. Well, what is it then if it's not grain? It's none of those. It's none of these. No, we don't do packs on that. No, you can get... Is it a vegetable? I find it hard to believe it's a vegetable. You know what? I've not done vegetables. Should do vegetables. Apparently it's miserable. Oh, yeah. I should totally get into some misery. Grain headers. Yes. This is your basic Massey Ferguson. It does not do sunflowers. Okay. Yeah. All right. What about you? Nope. What about you? Nope. What about you? Nope. Okay. What about you? No. All right. And you? No. 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 Nope. 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 No. Sunflower header. That's what I want. I mean, I don't even know if it needs a flipping header. But the combine says, sunflowers, mate. Yeah, no problem. Yeah. I totally do that. It seems like you're misrepresenting yourself. Look, sunflowers, right there. Easy problems, none. Bruv. There. Should be a corn header. Really? You reckon? Okay, all right. I can look under corn headers. That doesn't faze me. Apparently it's corn. Flipping isn't, though. Well, apparently it is. Will this case 2 strap on at the front of a Massey? Oh, well. This is the age-old question of, you don't know. You just got an ad. Well, I didn't say that it should do that. All right. I don't know why you just saw an ad. Yeah. No. I just don't know. Press C, but C doesn't do anything. It's it doesn't. In the old game it did for combos. I know. It doesn't do combos in this. I know. Well, look, it must attach to this. Right? It must. It says this will do sunflowers, and therefore it must take a sunflower header, and therefore you would think it would take the cheapest one. See on the main screen. See. Yeah, no, you've got no useful information there at all. You're just telling me to randomly press C, and it's not happening. Stream just died. No, it didn't. It's fine. The stream is fine. everything's fine. The problems are non-existent. Special header. Sunflowers on the gearing off. Okay. All right, and you need what? Well, it doesn't even tell you what power it needs now. That's very annoying. Press C on the combine picture. Oh. It does do combinations. You used to be able to do that everywhere beforehand. Thank you very much, gang. Thank you. That is helpful. Right. Lease. Gimme. Yes. Thank you. All right. Back up one. This. No. Hold on. I think you just leased something that isn't going to work. Yeah. Well, you know what? We need that. Yeah. So we're going to lease it. Yeah, I might have burned some money there. Well, life happens when you're least expecting it. Okay. Yeah. Maybe this will attach. I know, the cat's outside. Yeah. Will it attach? I'm going with no. Well, you're wrong. It does. Shut up! Come up here. No. You know where I am. Come on. Come and say hello to the public who tolerate you. Jeff, public, Jeff. Blanket, sit down. You've got another half an hour at least. Right. Okay, I've got what I wanted. Now let's take it to where it needs to be. Yeah. Okay, good. Now I've got a cat in my face. Okie dokie. Yeah, if you're having any kind of stream interruption, do a quick F5 and you're probably back in business. I apologise for the technical woes that are affecting some of you. I can assure you, however, there's no problem here. You have to shout at the deaf cat. And that way, because the deaf cat won't take any offence. That's just how it goes. Aaron has been a member for 8 long months and says, nice to meet you, Jeff. He doesn't care. He's not interested. Whatever you're selling, he doesn't want it. Train coming? Nope. Of course, in the time that you spend looking to see if a train is coming is the perfect opportunity for said train to actually deal with it. Don't I mean Alt F4? No, you see, Andrew, because that joke stopped being funny in 2002. No, I was there. I was there the day that it stopped being funny. And so, yeah, no, so I don't use that. Haven't used it in 20 odd years. You know, because I've been on the internet for a while now. Right, anyway, here we go. You can stop, pal. Right, because these prongs are right at face height. Show some sense of self-preservation, you ding-dong. Alright, okie dokie. Now then. I'm very optimistic this is just going to work. It should be fine. It should be fine. It should be fine. Thank you, Stephen, for the vote of confidence. Right. Okie dokie, going down here. Here's my field. Okay, let's set things up with the business. That's a view I don't need, Jeffrey. Right. Open her up. She's open. Okay. Engage that. Give it some of this. Alright, you've turned on all the business. All the business is engaged. Do you want to check that these are ready? That's a good plan, he said to himself, knowingly. Yeah. Okay, right. You ready? Nope. Saved at the last moment. Yeah. No, not ready to harvest. But it's harvest month. Yeah, but it might be next month that they're ready. Harvest month is now, though. Yeah, I see. Yeah, no, not quite ready. Not quite ready. They look ready to me. Look, they look like sunflowers. They look absolutely ready. Dearie me. Yeah. For Gen Zs? No, you see, Alt F4 stopped being funny before Gen Z was even born. Right, okay. Let's let's cook it until about 11 a.m. Okay. All right. Yeah. Someone planted them late. I mean, it's disgusting. Yeah, it shouldn't be allowed. Well, or we could sit here and watch them all pop to be a different colour at the same time. Yeah. We'll give them till about 11 o'clock in the morning. I'll look away. You ready? Because obviously watched sunflowers never pop. Yeah. Yeah. How about now? Are you G2G? Let's go in and have a word. You ready? No. You telling me I bought this early? That's kind of the story we're leading into. Yes. It was. Yeah, no, Alt F4 was briefly funny. That's why it stopped being funny. It was like Xbox turn off over voice chat. That was funny for about a month. Yeah, that was great. No, that was on the Xbox 360. You could tell it to turn off. And, of course, if everyone turned that functionality off, because what you do is you get on voice chat with someone and then tell their Xbox to turn itself off. Brilliant. Brilliant. And then you persuade them to say it to their own Xbox to turn it off. That was very funny as well, briefly. Yeah. What's going on with this sky? It's the clouds. Oh. Yeah, they look a bit digital. Yeah, I know. Well, we're in the on the Truman Show here. You ready yet? Nope. For God's sake. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. What does it do? Alt F4 is straightforward. It shuts down whatever window you've got open. It's actually quite useful in some circumstances, particularly if what you're using has crashed, for example. Then hitting a bit of Alt F4, it can make things work. Are you ready? No. I hate you. Yeah. Who plants in the wrong month? Who doesn't plant the first month it's possible to plant? All right. Okay. Well, that's a month's worth of rental on this piece of beastery down a flipping pan. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It's going to be good. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. It'll be fine. Don't stress. You ready? Nope. The map could show me how grown a field is. Oh, I don't care about that. It should be ready immediately. It's just been planted by an imbecile. It's planted by someone who's got absolutely no idea what they're doing. Actually, if they had any idea what they're doing, they wouldn't have sunflowers in the first place. Yeah, no, I grow sunflowers anyway, especially on a small scale. Yeah, I know, 1,500 quid's worth of vehicle leasing cost, thank you. And now, ready to harvest. They don't look ready to harvest to me, they look dead. No, they're ready to harvest. Well, I'll wait for the sun to come up if it's all the same to you. Just don't die beforehand. Or there'll be violence in this field involving petrol and a match. And since you don't have opposable digits, it's going to be me wielding it. Put a torch on? Yeah, there you go. Yep. Looks pretty dead to me. Don't look like sunflowers anymore, do you? No, not so cheery these days. Well, brace yourself, because there's action coming your way. I'm going to chew you up in Johnny Massey Ferguson. There's rain due. Don't really want to be harvesting in the rain. Can we get a better forecast than that? You probably can, but I can't be bothered. Okay. Alright, wait until the sun comes up. What's that going to be? Probably about 7:30. Okay, as long as it doesn't start raining by then. Well, don't jinx it. It probably will start raining by then if you say things like that. Yeah. Bit of sunlight wouldn't hurt. I mean, this is not a big job, but I want to be able to see what I'm doing. I want the audience to be able to... Ah, here we go. Well, we'll harvest in the frog. That'll be good. Okay, let's go. Right, engage all of the apparatus. Give it some of that. Oh, look at the mysterious smoke effects. Isn't it mysterious? Right, where action is occurring, we're getting sunflowers. Terrific. Have I got the chaff doodad enabled? Let's say yes for the sake of argument. Is there a chaff button? Yeah, there is. Enable the swath with comma. No, wrong type of crop. Alright, okay. Yeah. There you go, it's going. There you go. I can pretend I'm Daggerwin. Oh, and then I was talking to my neighbour farmer the other day, and he said, oh, very excitingly, that he might possibly have a very old class that was willing to sell. Yeah, that's great. I love all that role-playing stuff. I think it's tremendous. Oh, absolutely. But he does it all in first person. You kind of go, why would you do that to yourself? You do it in first person if you're doing it for reals. I'm not doing it for reals. I'm doing it for funsies. And therefore, I want to be able to see the machinery doing all the machinery stuff. Love it. Okay, yeah, good. This field is not going to take long. And that means the profit we're going to get from this is not going to be significant. No. Remember to take the corner at the end, won't you? Because there's some wet stuff down there, and they're probably not going to give you your deposit back if you deep six this as well. You thought Daggerwin was here for a moment. Look, I rag on Daggerwin regularly, but I cannot fault his authenticity at doing farm sim. He knows his stuff, he plays it well, and his audience, they love that stuff. And it's great. In all seriousness, any time I'm ragging on another YouTubist by name rather than by type, it's generally out of, no, I appreciate what they do. It might not be my own personal taste, but it's because I appreciate what they do, and Daggerwin's very good at this. Yeah. Personally, I find it a little dry. Just a little dry. But that's okay. I'm not the target audience. Would I collaborate with him? No. And he wouldn't collaborate with me either. Because he doesn't play I collaborated with Josh from Let's Game It Out. Once. One time only. Because it didn't work. Yeah, and it really didn't work. Josh is no good in the moment. And I don't mean that as any kind of a denigration of what Josh does. But what Josh does is he spends a huge amount of time setting things up. And then writes properly pithy commentary about what's happened. And that's fine. Whereas I fly by the seat of my pants and a lot of stuff happens off the cuff. There's put the flipping auto drive on. Yeah, okay. Forgot I got autopilot. Just cruise control. You understand? I'm not letting the AI do this. And so yeah, Josh in the moment he only occasionally hit his stride, but for the most part he was a little bit subdued compared to what you anticipate he's going to be like. So it didn't work out. There was no bounce, and the bounce is the bit that matters. It's very much like playing a team sport is collaborative commentary. Is you've got to know when someone's passing you the ball and what kind of pass it is. Do I want to use steer assist? Nope. Look, I'm steering fine, look. Easy peasy. No problemo. Look at the way I've taken this corner. Absolutely nailing it. I don't need assistance. No, that's easy. I might even lift the header, look. I'm lifting the header up as I go around the corner. Oh my goodness. Yeah. And in terms of, can I see which bit I need to do? Yep, it's the bit that still has stuff on it. Okay, we'll go in, lift it up, lower it down, lift it up. Look, I mean, I can do all the buttons. There you go, from the inside. Oh, feel the drama. Yeah, taste it. Yeah, I mean, just amazing scenes. Yeah, back out. There you go. Right, on. Yeah, I just don't want to press W all the time, that's all. I mean, I like being involved. I'll handle doing the corners, but holding down W, your finger gets tired. Oh, where's the fun in that? Yeah. Alright, there you go. You tend to use steer assist, but that's usually because you're too busy farting around with the radio. That's a perfectly valid reason. maybe daggers would be a little bit more playful if collaborating with me. No, you see, because it's a... I don't think it would. Because I would need to play up my my recklessness in doing the game. Or dial it in and do it properly. And I'm always kind of midway between... I play the self-important buffoon, right? That's the character that I inhabit within playing the game. It's because I am a self-important buffoon. Okay. Which means that I play in an overconfident fashion, belligerently believing in the way that I am playing. All evidence to the contrary. Oh, hold on, we might have some... Oh, look, that's a feature. Look at the feature, everybody. In fact, with the fog going on, that's 2 features in 1 moment of video. Oh, yeah. Ah, brilliant. Yeah, the overconfident buffoon is the way that I do things. Self-important, overconfident buffoon. And therefore, you need someone whose character style is synergistic with that character, and that's how it. That's how they partner up. Yeah. They are good. They are good. There, good. There you go. Good. I feel like you'd mesh better with a non-big time gamer who just like to play on level fun and seeing what happens. The challenge is they've got to be able to hang on a commentary basis. They've got to be good at commentary, and you have to build an inbuilt ear for when am I supposed to pass and when am I supposed to take it back again. Right? And that can't be taught. That's something you either have or you don't. Yeah. Good. Right, there we are. Oh, I've almost got a full load. That means that there is a moment of excitement coming up where we deploy the pipe and spew it into a trailer. Oh, yeah. I can't wait. And then I need to figure out where to flog it. I mean, I could hold on to it somewhere, but I don't have any silos or anything along that basis, so I will just be flogging it straight away, which means I won't get top dollar, but the only reason I'm doing it is to get some dollar from this farm. But we're already down whatever I paid for the rental of this, plus 1,700 quid, which was last month's rental charge. Yeah. Capital investment is fine. I'm fine with capital investment. So if I buy hardware, no issues on that front, because that'll get used. Should fit in my cow trailer. Sadly not. The game is not yet sophisticated enough to just kind of go, yeah, I mean, I suppose that'll kind of work. It's less physicsy driven, more procedurally driven. Yeah. A trailer I haven't got. Yeah, I know, I'm going to have to go and get a trailer. That's fine. I can live with that. That's not a problem. You could see me collab with Jeff Favignano. I haven't seen one of his videos in, it must be 7-8 years, I don't think. I watched him when he was Farms and other assorted sims. But you don't want 2 people who are too similar. That's the other challenge. You want... Someone has to play mostly straight man, and someone has to play mostly butt-off jokes. And the ideal is if you can both share responsibility from that while you're doing slightly different roles within the remit of whatever story it is you're telling. Are you going to continue going in concentric circles? Because this is going to be silly. No, I think I'll do up and down from here. Okay. Yeah. How often do I watch other creators? I don't watch Let's Plays. Other than out of... actually, that's not entirely true. I will watch them if there is inspiration to be had, and I'll watch them out of professional curiosity, in the sense of, that's a large number, what are they doing? Or, that's a... Have I tried EC Gadget? I know Gadget, obviously. Gadget was a backer for quite a while. He was one of the originals, was Gadget. And Jake plays with Gadget on a regular basis as well. Yeah. But I don't watch Let's Plays. I mean, I will watch stuff that I find encouraging, in the sense of, so you want to design something? Well, here's some clever design type stuff. Instead, I tend to watch things that are more geared towards video making generally, in that sense, and people who are doing really interesting things in the form of internet entertainment via YouTube. Yeah. Well, do you want to list some channels? I could do, but I'll need to bring up a browser. You could do it on your phone. Can I cruise control on foot? No. Okay. Well, I'll bring up some... I'll give you a few channel recommendations. And then you can see the kind of things that I watch. There's not much that I watch for fun. That's not totally true. No, well, I mean, there's stuff that I originally watched. You've gone the wrong way. Okay. I mean, that's hardly breaking news there. You want to go the other way. Okay. Yeah, if only I had some kind of RTV. Well, you parked it around here. I did. I can see it on the map and everything. Yeah. Yeah. No. Who are the best channels of an inspiring nature that you watch? Oh, okay. Okay. Let's go for Gawk's Art. That's Gawx. Very good. Although I've gone off him. He's still very good, but I have gone off him. Yeah. Why have you gone off him? A little bit because I think since in the last 6 months, he started to believe his own hype a little bit. And he was a bit more authentic previously. And now, not so much. What I think about doing a game with Gadget? Nah. Wrong style of commentary. Yeah. We're having ingest problems again. Well, stop it. There's nothing wrong with the bandwidth. I'm dropping nothing at this end. YouTube's having a moment again. It'll calm down in a mo. I swear. Yeah. Yeah. It will. It will chill. Or, or there'll be additional drama that we just don't need. Yeah. Okay. You don't need to post if you're having trouble. I'll let you know when you will stop having trouble. Yeah. Just this game as well. This is the only game that does this. Ain't that peculiar? Maybe if I stood here for a second, it will figure itself back out again. Yeah, I use the same settings on everything. On absolutely everything. Yeah. Okay. As such, view. Yeah, viewers will experience buffering. Have some buffering. Now, you're probably still there for a moment. Let me hit some F5 of my own. Gadget is a failed brigadier turned YouTube creator. No, he was one already. He was one already. But he has... seems to be when there's a few trees. I could drop some settings. I could avoid foliage. Yeah. Okay, good. Creators adopting live automated mid-rolls saw, on average, an uplift of over 20% of in-stream ad revenue per hour. Yes, I know, but it makes your streams objectively worse. It makes your videos objectively worse. Worse. And my videos are bad enough already. I don't need to make them worse by inflicting flipping advertising on people every 30 seconds. I inflict it at the start, I inflict it at the end. And that is all. Yeah. Yeah. That is, anybody who does more than that should be flogged. Right, what do you need? Trailer. You know what else you need? Tractor. Tractor's already here. Oh, yeah, you thought ahead. I know. Right, okay, trailer. It was easier when you could just look for trailers. You can, it's under trailers. You sure about that? I was sure about that, but I'm less sure about it now. It'll be under crops or similar. Okay, sure. Yield improvements. You're a yield improvement. Trailers. Hey. Right, what do you want? Basic. Yeah. Jolly green. That's what we're after. We always had good fun with the half-pipe HP 20 or whatever it used to trade as. And it hasn't got hate wheels on it. That's true. It's 36 grand, which is not ideal. Is the upscaler the issue? No, it's not. Yeah, no. No, it's not the upscaling. I do that on everything as well. It's the game. Because that's the only thing that is different to everything else I do is the game. And I put it down as it being fresh. Do I still get revenue from people who watch on YouTube Premium? Yes. Whether it works out as being more or less, I have no idea. And frankly, I don't care. Because ad revenue is a pittance. I mean, it's enough of a share from what I make from doing this video behavior to be worthwhile. So I can't quite turn it off yet. Although all the backers videos, I turn all the ads off. Turn all the ads off on the backers videos. Because you paid at the door. I don't need to make you watch ads as well. That would just be cruel. Yeah, and also anyone who does that should be flogged. Just buy it. You won't regret it. Oh, you say that. How much does it store? 12 cubic meters. And this? Oh, 8 max. What about hate wagon? I'll do 14 and it's cheaper. Instead of 12. Yeah, it is a hate wagon though. I know. How about you? 18 and a half. All right, come on then. Yeah, no. Come with me if you want to live. Do I want a cover? Nah, it can just get damp. I'll save the money if it's all the same to you. Right. Right. Purchase. Yeah, this will get regular use. Yeah. YouTube's restricting my frames for not running ads. No. I think YouTube will recognise that this is poetry, is what happens on a Saturday night, and therefore they'll go, no, we must not impinge the poetry. Oh, he's finished. Oh, in that case, put ads in every 3.5 minutes. Yeah, he's not around now to stop it. Which, incidentally, is not my doing. No. I tell YouTube, it doesn't let you opt out of having ads. Where are you going? Well, other than the wrong way. Right, well, stop doing that. No, it doesn't let you opt out of having mid-roll ads, which I fundamentally disagree with. So you say, all right, okay, well, don't put them in automatically. I'll do them myself. And then don't put any in. Which works fine when I'm live, but the second I finish, it kind of goes, right, now, slam them in there as often as humanly possible. Which means that I have to go back the following day. I can't do it until the following day. I have to go back the following day and go, turn all the ads off. You arse. Yeah. I wouldn't mind, but it makes videos worse. Not quite as bad as having an embedded advert for NordVPN in the middle of it, though. Yeah. I find those egregiously awful. No matter how much I like the channel holder, no matter how much effort they put into making it less egregiously awful, it's still awful. Because they're embedded 3-minute, can be skipped if you're sat somewhere. They are mandatory, but you can opt out of them, but you have to re-opt. Where are you even going here? Oh, I'm swerving around like a wrong'un. Yeah. Actually, what I want to test... Hang on, I'm going to test something. This segment is brought to you by this segment's sponsor, Marcus Artizal. Artizal. Contact Marcus if you want to be sponsored by Marcus. I wanted to see if the tractor, thank you Marcus, gets all bumpy, and it does. But what I want is, why don't you wait till the field's done? I'm going to wait till the field's done, I think. But the new bumpy tracks make it bumpy. We'll go slow. Yeah, look, bumpy. That's good. I've not tested that previously, because I am on the I read the farming simulator subreddit, and I tell you, if you want to really not enjoy a game, go to its subreddit and hang out there for a bit, because it's full of people who hate it. Yeah, kind of go, oh, I'm never buying it. No, I hate it so much. And then 3 days earlier, they were like, I'm really, really looking forward to it. And then one thing is not exactly as they imagined it in their head. In fact, speaking to you as a veteran community manager of over 26 years in the games industry, pro tip for you: if you want to stop enjoying a game, join its community. If you are enjoying a game, stay the hell away from other people who claim to also enjoy the game, because they will make you hate it faster than it... Ah, you missed. Okay, alright, hang on. Let's trundle just a little bit further forwards. Yeah. And there's good reason for that as well. And at some point, alongside all the other things I'm going to do at some point, I'm going to do a video on how to be a community manager. In fact, it's a video series. I'm going to do a course. Yeah. But I'm going to do a condensed version of the course for freezies. And then if you want to stump up and buy the book and the course and the PDF and the ongoing group workshop rubbish, then, you know, I'll quite happily charge you 200 quid. But the free version will tell you more or less everything you need to know. Yeah. Well, is it more or is it less? It is arguably both, maybe neither. Wolfgang Tail Chasers sponsored this air by Tail Strike Air. Wolfgang does partake in a little bit of flight simulation because he is not easily bored. And you can watch him flying over places on... What do you do, Wolfgang? Are you a Twitch or are you a YouTubist? I think you're a YouTubist. He might be a Twitch, I can't remember for certain. But click on his name and go to his channel and check on things and what have you. There you go. That's it. No, I'm not kidding. If you decide you want to sponsor a segment, I've always said I'll promote whatever flange or widget that you want to shill. No problem at all. What I've always wanted to do is do old school local business adverts, right? For someone who runs a party supply store in downtown Scunthorpe, right? And I kind of go, well, we don't really have the right kind of... I go, you got 20 quid? Yeah, I'll do it. You chuck me 20 quid, I will do you an embedded ad for your store. I want to do it proper. Yeah. You run a tyre repair facility in some, you know, no-name town just outside Nashville. Get in touch. $30. I'll do you an ad at some point. Yeah, your local curry house. That was always the classic. Curry houses were great for advertising in the cinema. How much for a sponsored segment? Naff all. Yeah. Just, yeah, like Pearl and Dean. Exactly like Pearl and Dean. If you're British of a certain age, you'll fondly remember terrible Pearl and Dean adverts. But I'm all about that. Oh, apparently I'm reaping what I sow. I've obviously harvested enough to make it count. So yeah, if you've got a small business, I'm into it. And for almost nothing, you'll absolutely give me 30 quid for an ad for your cottage bakery. Get in touch. my people will talk to your people, which will probably mean me talking to you will make something work. I'm not kidding. I've always wanted to do that. Because it's not for... if I had some megabucks corporation go, we want to give you $50,000 to sell this old tap. I go, is it any good? No, we're ripping people off. And I go, well, I'm not interested then. Is it any good? Yeah, actually it is. And everyone who gets it loves it. I'm there. I'd rather sell a physical something than yet another X as a pigging service. Yeah. Isn't that what your Patreon is? That's kernel failure as a service. That's supporting an artiste in artistry. I'd probably draw the line at minstrels. You're not a minstrel, Jason. You're a musician. There's a difference. And the difference is that minstrels just start randomly playing in the middle of nowhere in a public space and no one has invited them to do so. They are a menace and should be killed. Yeah. Unsolicited performance is assault. And I don't care what sort of performance it is. Unsolicited performance should be stopped at all costs. It's uncivilized. It's undemocratic. What else is it on? It's unnecessary. It's unpleasant. And you can't just stab them. People frown on that. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So when I say I have a dislike for minstrels, I have a dislike for people playing instruments in a public space where there is not a delineation between audience and performer. Anyone brings a guitar to a party, then I, like Brother Bluto, will deal with that. It's one of my favourite scenes in any movie ever. And this is in National Lampoon's Animal House, where you've got some sad sack playing some miserable tune on a guitar in front of fawning girlies on the stairs. Bluto rocks up, sees it, grabs the guitar, smashes the guitar to pieces. That's the way these things should be. I'd beat the busker with their own guitar. Yeah, until they were really quite sad. Not a fan of flash mobs then. Not anymore. Back in the day, it used to be interesting. And it used to be novel. But now, no. But it's even that's better than shock tubers or shock fluencers. The people, I made that up. They've probably got a different term. Where they turn up and they'll like throw a drink over you and while filming the response. And I think someone did it and they were filming the response and the response was the fella in America shot them. And I kind of went like, yeah, he slapped him in the head or some such and he shot him in the leg. They're going to go, yeah, you won't be doing that again. Yeah, because that too is assault. Yeah, flash mobs got old. That's all. Like Alt F4, that got old as well. It's done. It's there. It's been there. We've done it. Yeah. What's my stance on Morris dancers? I've got no problem with Morris dancers. They tend to be a village fete or similar, and it's a tradition that dates back centuries, and it might be daft, but it's a tradition, and a lot of traditions are daft. So, yeah, I got no problem with that. I got no problem with Highland dancing, for example. That's fine. No, I got no issue with any of it. But again, a clear delineation. Not even in a Morris dancing, when the fool comes up and bonks you on the head with the sheep's stomach, the inflated sheep's stomach. That's fine because it's standard part of the performance. You know what to expect. Wizards. I got no problem with wizards who involve the crowd in what they're doing, because that's part of the act. And when he makes, you know, a chainsaw disappear behind your left ear hole, oh, I've never been more shocked than having some flipping dinner sorcerer made a wine bottle disappear through the table. I recoiled about 10 feet and I went, no! No, you can't! That's... that's unnatural. It's just wrong. Yeah. Like Irish... Is Highland dancing? No, Highland dancing, awful lot of arms. Highland dancing. Irish river dance style dancing, no arms. Arms is verboten. That's... Other than that, it's a lot of feet. An awful lot of feet. But your Highland dancing tends to be a little bit more joyous, a bit more bouncing, and a lot of arms. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. There you are. That's it. Right. That's the... I can make a bottle of wine disappear. Yeah, in a slightly different fashion, though, I imagine, Grumpage. Yeah. I can't do this every week, people. I can't do farming every week. Just can't do it. Because it ends up being me having a conversation with you fine people while some occasional farming happens in the back. Look at these rows, aren't they neat? No one ever gives me credit for how neat my rows are. I know. Yeah. I just don't want to be waiting for a bus while listening to Wonderwall on the concertina. Right. I don't want to be waiting for a bus and Wonderwall. No. No, by the world's 4th best Beatles cover band. I know. Yeah, no, just not into it. Yeah. Right, okay, there you go. And round we go again. Yep, okay, yep, good. Neat rows, thanks, Liam. Bit late. You could have said that up front. But I mean, I'm not kidding. Look at this. This is professional grade. Apart from the bits are a bit wonky. Yeah. Oh, hold on. Jason slung 5 whole Canadian bucks into the bucket. He's a musician. That's why he's skint. This segment is brought to you by Jason Bernard. Not a minstrel. I'm everywhere you stream music. What's your artiste name, Jason? Do you go under the name of Jason Bernard? It's fine if you do. I'm just curious. I'd always adopt a sexy pseudonym, personally, or a mysterious pseudonym, or one that might make people go, ho ho, I bet that's a good time. Yeah. Yeah. Right, okay, yeah. One wonders, as one does, whether the tyre tracks I'm leaving are changed if my header is raised. Let's ruin some of these rows. The header is currently raised. Nope, tyre tracks are identical. Okay, cool. I just wondered if it saw any difference between... You're making a right dog's dinner of this area. Yeah, I know, but that's the swervy around bit. Okay, engage this. You hear Mr. Barnard will be a star. Very good, Grumpage, very good. Very good. You do Jason Bernard and the Rock Bard. I can't get behind the Rock Bard. I just can't get behind it. No. Because the Rock Bard, to me, says it's someone who fundamentally doesn't understand rock. Yeah. But that's me. Maybe but I'm not the target audience, and therefore you do you, baby. That's the only thing any of us are capable of, is doing ourselves, as it were, figuratively speaking. Yeah, good. You got all excited for FS25 on your spiffy new computer. So far, you've done 5 minutes of seeding before your enthusiasm rapidly waned. I know. That's a challenge, though. You see, is you have so many people that there are an awful lot of videos out. Oh, I could go on about this for a while. All right, I'll save it until after half time. Yeah, no, it's a good topic. It's a good topic. Am I going to give a spoiler as to what that topic is? Something, people who hate games. Alright, okay. Alright, we can go with that. I'm going to go feed the cat in a moment. I'm going to leave a little bit of this left to tidy up afterwards, so we can kind of pick the narrative up. I'm going down this side now to get to 100%, which will happen anytime soon. There you go. Right, lift that, turn that off. Right. Grab your export hose. Go and grab the tractor. And then we're sorted. Do 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 boink do 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 do. Come on, tractor, let's roll. Move like you got a purpose. I realise, you know, you're not great, but don't ruin the rows. All right, I'll go up the row. That's it. Let's make these furrows deeper yet. Okay. Kev has been a member 52 long months and has decided to use his 52 long months message to see if it worked or not. I'll let you judge whether it worked or not. Kev, thanks for the support. Right. Look, and these ridges, they're skinnier than the other ones. These tyre holes. How amazing is that? It's pretty amazing. I'm going to go feed the cat. I'll be back in a couple of minutes and we'll do the weather. And then we'll talk about something else while I do more of this caper. Which will be splendid. Go and refresh your beverage and yourself. Oh, I see people piling on with the sponsored by Notion. Whatever it takes. Tim slapped in $20. Thank you, Tim. You're a star, and I appreciate you. Andrew thanks Tim. Thank you, Andrew. Tim appreciates you, and so do I. And then Kevin has chucked a tenner in, and this section of the stream is sponsored by the Race Bay. If you like racing cars, you can figure out how they work. And Kev is an expert. I'm not even joking. Not even joking. Oh, good, the weather's coming in. Good. Yeah, so the Race Bay. Go check it out. If you want to. If that's your jam. If you don't like racing cars, don't. Because you'll pollute the algorithm with your vague disdain for racing cars. Right, let's go and have a look and talk about things here. In Edinburgh, it is 3 degrees with light breeze and bits of drizzle. Karlsruhe, it's 6 and cloudy. Had the first snow yesterday, but it melted straight away. Brinsley, Nottingham, wet and blowy. United Kingdom, we could probably take blowy for granted there. Unless, of course, you're north of the border, in which case we'll add snow into the mix as well. Kelloholm. I don't know where Kelloholm is. Either way, it's currently wet and 10 degrees. Tomorrow's forecast to be sunny with a high of 12. 14 and very wet in Bristol. It's 54 Fahrenheit, which is 12. Heading for your first freeze of the fall in Bumpers, Virginia. In Tuk in the Netherlands, it's cold, dark, wet and miserable. Arctic Circle of Norway, it is minus 10 with 30 centimetres of snow. Partly cloudy, 24 in Tapaheen in Thailand. 41 Fahrenheit, windy in Niskayuni, New York. 8 Celsius, high winds and torrential rains in Halifax, Nova Scotia. In Shade, in the Netherlands, I hear drops of rain and it's also cold. 15 and cloudy in Selby, North Yorkshire. Spraying all over my microphone. Heavy rain for most of the day. Cincinnati, it is 42 Fahrenheit, 6 Celsius. You're making up for almost a month of clear skies. 41 Fahrenheit and chance of rain while 3D printing minis in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Which minis are you printing? 14 Celsius and windy in Kildare. I've got a whatchamacallit, a Bamboo Lab. I've had it for 2 months and it's still in its box. I've got big plans for it. But I wait until you're ready to execute those big plans. But I've got it, it's downstairs. 14 and windy in Kildare. 13 gusty winds and heavy rain in Leicester. It is 6 and mostly cloudy in Toronto in Canada. But there's cool air in the air. Cool chill in the air, which is in the air, and it's cool and it's in the air. I've got lots of weather here. I need to up my tempo. Roger that. 19 and raining in Melbourne in Australia. 13 and raining in Penistone, Yorkshire. Cold and wet, power cut during the day along the Eye of Butte. Good times for all involved. 15 Celsius, grey and raining in the Potteries, which is Stoke. All right. On Trent. Don't make any mistakes on that front. Glad it's not -5 like it was on Thursday. It was cold. It bounced back by like 15 degrees. It's ridiculous. But that's what big weather does for you. 6 and cloud in Frankfurt. It is cloudy -4 in Fargo of the North Dakotas. 13 and windy on the Yorkshire coast. You've got to cut down on the beans. Queensland, it is 23 Celsius, partly cloudy, with a high of 27. Lovely. 51 and clear in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. 14 cloudy and rainy in Royston in Hertfordshire. 80 Fahrenheit in Phoenix. It is -5 in Bankster-Bistrica. It is 14 in Plymouth in Devon. It's actually about 8 with the wind chill because it's very windy. Yeah, okay. -11, snow, warning and snow. It's not only warning of snow, it's also giving you some snow. You're making a grilled cheese and tomato soup kind of day in North Battleford in Saskatchewan. A grilled cheese with tomato soup. Oh, that's a banger. That's absolute. That's nectar of the gods. It's so good, in fact. I think I know what I'm having for tea on Monday. Groningen in the Netherlands. I'm doing roast beef tomorrow. Groningen in the Netherlands, it's 7 Celsius, cloudy and quite windy, which will mean I'll do roast beef, right? And then I'll have a snooze for an hour, and then I'll do my stream. That's traditional. That's my active tradition. 11, and the sky's leaking in Newport. 18 in Perth in Western Australia, but later it'll be 31, apparently. Clear and -1 in Budapest. It is 14 and a bit windy in the south, somewhere. South anywhere, really. 2 Celsius, snow outside, and there's a storm incoming somewhere else. This is good. Yeah, we could do the weather one week where you just don't tell me where you are. You just reel off what the weather is, and you just kind of go, yeah, all right. 4 degrees. No, you'll have some people reporting what it's like on Mercury. They still think that's funny. It's not. It's not funny. It's interesting to report the weather from where you are. It's not interesting to report the weather from where you aren't. It's 4 and damp in Kungsbacka in Sweden. Bromley, South London, 13 and raining. Irritatingly noisy hotel. Christchurch, New Zealand is a lovely 16 with clear skies and a strong chance of gardening. It's a good gardening temperature right there. My goodness me, there's loads of weather. All right, I'll try and pick the temperature up even further. Tempo. Yeah, that could work. And we are 10, rain, windy, Hasselt, Belgium, Leinster, which is 900 kilometres inland from Perth, Western Australia, is 18 Celsius, heading for 30. Oldham is 15 degrees. You just went to get beers and it's surprisingly warm. 14 Celsius in Hitchin, the rain is stopping briefly. Bergen in Norway, it is 0 with wet sleet. 12 Celsius, clear skies, 10 centimetres of snow on the ground in Gudbrandsdalen in Norway. Much respect to Norwegians. Norwegians in the house. It's cold in your house in Haarlem in the Netherlands since your boiler has been replaced over the week. Oh, that sucks. Leiden, it is 13. Let's call it 14 degrees with some humidity and wind from the south-southwest. Kellerholm is in Dumfriesshire. Oh, it's halfway between Dumfries and Cumnock. Thank you. 15 and Storm Bert is blowing near Exeter. If you see my daughter blow past, tell us to do her homework. 7 Celsius at University of Exeter. 7 Celsius, occasional light rain and mist through the day in Brampton, Ontario. I never did decide which way it was, but I think it can be either, can't it? Heartland of America, otherwise known as Omaha, Nebraska, it's 13, which is 56 Fahrenheit. D. Schrubbers, you're doing Trench Crusade. You're making trenches, or is Trench Crusade another game? In which case it's one I am unaware of. Mosgiel, New Zealand, 18 Celsius, 50 Fahrenheit and clear in Statesville, North Carolina. 20 at midnight in Durban, South Africa. Summer has arrived. Good times. 9 Celsius in Delft, in the Netherlands. -2 in Timișoara in Romania. Bramble Bank in the UK, 15 Celsius, and winds of force 8, gusting force. No, they're force 7, gusting force 8. Fair play. Yeah, wait, and then we're at 15. Feels like 6 in Cambridge. Now we're talking about cheese sandwiches or toasted cheese sandwiches and tomato soup. 18 and cloudy in Auckland in New Zealand. Rain in Surrey. Yeah, it's 0 degrees, slightly breeze in mid-Norway. Norway, represent! Today's show is brought to you by Norway. and the people who occasionally live there. Den Haag is rainy and windy in Holland. And then, wait, 4 Celsius in Linlithgow in Scotland, wet and windy in Scunthorpe. You go for Ontario. Well, you're wrong. You're Australian, Andrew. You don't count. Nottingham in the UK, it's rainy. Has been for a while. That's good times. We say Ontario. Ontario. That's just madness. Yeah, good. Right, good. That'll do. That's enough weather for all my days. Let's go find out where you sell sunflower gubbins. Because I don't know. We're 86% full. You might be able to get the rest in there, but I think it's more interesting to go and find out where we sell this gubbins. I'm going to get as far as the road, and then I shall consult the map. Now would be a good time to insert ads. No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't be a good time to insert ads at all. What's the weather in the bunker? Outside it's wet and blowy, right? In the bunker, it's a very pleasant 23 degrees. That's why I'm in a t-shirt. Yeah. It wasn't 23 degrees when I started. Regulars, of which I imagine is most of you, will know already that the temperature in the bunker rises as the stream goes on, and not because the computer gets warm. Although that probably contributes. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Right, where are we going? Grain. No. Sunflower. Who would buy that? Well, that's create a job, which we don't want. Crop types. Sunflowers. No, I think that's just going to show where it's being grown. Yeah. What's going on here? There's some insanity going on up there. Someone's drawn a picture in their sunflowers. They expect me to go up there and look at it, but I'm not going to. No, I'm not stooping to their level. There's a train on the move. Are we going to see it? Where am I? You're here. You might... No, there's too many trees. Okay. Yeah. Okay, right. Next page. Growth? No. Soil composition? No. Hotspots? Yeah, your productions and sales points is what you're after. Yeah, okay, right. Tell me about it. Grain barge terminal. What do you want, grain barge terminal? I imagine it would be the sunflower oil manufactorum, the restaurant. They're not going to want it. Okay. Look at the prices. That'll tell you what they want and why they want it, and whether they want it. Okay, yeah, sure. Bakery. Here we go. This'll do. Right, wait for it. No. Oil mill. Oil mill. Sunflower oil. Yeah, but I haven't got sunflower oil. You might have. I might have. That's if you... No, that's a production chain. No, I want sales points. Owned. Available. Well, you could try it. Okay, all right. Well, we'll try the oil mill. Any of these feel likely? No. Wagon builder. Interesting. Okay, right. Well, where's that then? Oil mill. Oil something or other. Here? No. Here? No. This one? No. Okay, what about that one? Nope. That's the farmer's market. They might go for it. Okay, yeah. Grain roaster, no. Wagon builder. I want a wagon. Well, it's got horses. You could do horses and wagons now. Interesting. All right, I'll investigate that maybe. The bakery, no. The tailor's shop, no. The dredging boat, and the next to that is the concrete fandango. Oh, what are you? Rope maker. Oil mill. It's the other way. Well, it was the other way anyway. Right, okay, I've got it. Tag that place. Do you think that helped? I think probably it did. Yeah, there you go. Just don't follow it in a straight line. Follow the roads. Go down this way. Yeah. Turn whatever way it is that's appropriate. Left. Very good. Get on the main road. And then follow that to the right. Okay. Any game that has an artillery witch has my attention. Yeah, I can get on board with that. Yeah. Yeah, I see the appeal of an artillery witch, most definitely. Right. How are you going to rescue the RTV XG 850 sidekick? Well, therein lies the real problem. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. 2K21 has been a member for 70 long months. 6 years in 2 months' time. This message is therefore sponsored by me. Yeah. And you kind of go, but I've been doing this a very long time, haven't I? Yeah. And you've still only reached moderately successful. I know. It'd be nice if I were to reach massively successful. Oh, yeah, but you can't reach massively successful. Just be who you are and be the best you who you can be with who you are and what you are and who you've got and when you feel like it. Okay. Sage advice there for every wannabe. Okay. We come down here and we shove it in the hatch, and with a bit of luck they give us some dosh. Can't go through there. I don't like that you can't go through there. They should at least have a police roadblock there. Okay, go on. There you go. Dump of sunflowers. That's a dump. Didn't say sell. Well, I'm up. No, we're making money. Money is occurring. It's good times. Things are good. Yeah. Alright. The dredging boat is one of the only 2 things I've caught when fishing. The other was a tree. Fair enough. That was 18 grand. Okay, well, that's offset the cost of the machinery at least. Not by a lot, but it has offset the cost. Yeah, it has. Okay. Yeah, good. See if you can hit this signpost hard enough it lands in the trailer. No, we don't go fast enough for that. More's the shame. Yeah, I've cut you up. What are you going to do about it? I'm a tractor. It is your lot in life to wait behind me until I deem that I've punished you enough that I will pull over. Nope. Don't think you will, Buster. Right. This is all my own stuff, this, you know. It's my little tractor. It's my slightly larger but hate-filled trailer. Let's head down towards Willie's. You sure? Yeah, you head down towards Willie's and come out the other side. Okay, but you do it carefully, so you don't end up either in... What? Is this careful? Is it? You're driving like a maniac. Well, I'm sorry, the tippiness of it all got away from me a little bit. Alright, on you go. Ozzy and Townsend Jones have become a new member of the Fail Brigade. Really? A new member? Haven't you been a member before? It feels like you've been a member before. Anyway, it's a wise decision that you've made. And I hope you didn't make that decision purely out of shame. I mean, I would understand if it was shame was making you feel that way. Oh, flipping disco lights on. Yeah, I apologise. I forgot. I've been remiss in my safety and I've ruined me, Rose. You'll be right. Okay. All right, good. How much do you think you got left? Yeah, probably 3/4 of a hopper. Okay. All right. Fire it up. All right. It is gripped. Boat! It can wait. I must go see. Hello. Do you think you could potentially dredge my doodad out of the water? It's sunk. Yeah. Yeah, I should have bought a hovercraft. I appreciate I should have bought a hovercraft. Now I need to get on the boat. You might need to use the bridge. Where's the nearest bridge? Look, I don't want to... I mean, I'm up for capering and faffing around. But at the same time, I only want to spend about 5 minutes on that at the most. Where's my nearest bridge? He's going... Which way? This way. Okay. Have we got like a little footbridge or something up here? Flipping bulrush is in the way. Yeah, I know. You'll get over it. No. And there is a bridge. It's the rail bridge is just up there, but you're going to have a good couple of minute wait for it to rock up. And then what? You'll land on it and go, "Hey, I've landed on it," and then you'll get off it again. Can we just take for granted that I found a bridge, jumped off the bridge, landed on the barge, went, hey! And then I got back off it again and went back to work. All right, take that as read. Thank you. Yeah, good. Yeah, good. Thank you. Yeah, good. Yeah, thanks. Appreciate it. Yeah. Yeah. See, look, if this was a Josh video, right now he would be seeing how many things he could park on top of the barge, and he would spend 4 days making that happen in order to get a 30-second gag out of it. And that is why Josh has 5 million subscribers. Yeah. Because of his commitment to the bit. Not me. Oh no, I'm uncommitted to any of my bits. No. I find my bits are all very transitional. Transitory is what you're after. Yeah. Well, I mean transitional in the sense of time. They're meant to be displayed. Oh, look at us. We're drag racing the barge now. Well, that's nice. And I'm winning. Great. You must be so very pleased with yourself. Yeah, there you are. Good. Josh's commentary is just so wonderful. It is a bit formulaic, though. You can't do too much at once. He doesn't chunter, you see. I don't know. I mean, this is self-assessment, right? So you can take it with a pinch of salt. But I think you could, if you don't actively object to the way in which I deliver my commentary unto the people, then you could probably have me chuntering away in the background for a good 5 or 6 hours before you go, I have really had enough for the time being. Thanks, though. Whereas with Josh, after about 45 minutes, you go, oh, Joshy boy, you're using up a lot. I mean, my energy levels are... I mean, you're using my energy levels because he's so very perky. So, I mean, he doesn't have the light and the dark. He's all light all the time. And therefore, you know, he needs a bit of... just ease it on back there. Yeah. That doesn't mean to say that his finely honed, well-crafted bits of video aren't excellent, because they are. But a little bit at a time. Small doses. Yes. Those are nice rows. Thanks, Grumpage. Good work. Yeah. I mean, we're coming at this at a different angle now. So, the neatness of the rows is about to be just thrown asunder. But beyond that, no, it's ruined. I don't know, if you came to a nice point. If you hadn't wiggled there, you would come to a nice point. But then you'd have to do some kind of very tidy turnaround, which you're not going to do. Yeah. All right, there you are. Good. Okay, super. See, this would count as a bit of dark. This moment. It's not as in happy versus sad. No, it's sometimes you're loud and bombastic and a bit shouty and a little bit enthusiastic and so forth, and then you take it on down. It's a mellow middle eight. I've got a right. Look, the reason I have a 3D printer is because maybe you can help. Oh, this is fatal. Yeah, I know. You can't take on any more projects at the moment. It's been on my project board for ages, and it's such a good idea. It is such an absolute barnstormer of an idea. In terms of... this is the thing, right? Is that if you're wired like me, you don't want to do just one thing. You're going to go like, I've got a great idea for something that would work. With the more YouTube history you do, the more you kind of go, I see an opportunity for something here. And one that I've had my eye on for 18 months now is slot cars, hence the reference earlier on, which is your Scalextric and your Carrera and all of that kind of caper. And there's the reason that there is a gap in that market is There are a lot of small fry channels out there. I've been a small fry channel, I know what that's like. Who are covering slot cars for slot car enthusiasts. Vibratory Brutal Ball, it's also on the to-do list. This also potentially ties in, but I'm probably going to need a resin printer for that, and I might go into more detail. That's well on the back burner at the moment. The science is letting me down, but it's not dissimilar, right? Yeah, right. So the slot car channels that exist right now, they're all small, and they all cover slot car news for slot car enthusiasts. Even the one, and there was a video like 18 months ago that was showing a 24-hour slot car race, and it was a desperately poor video. I take nothing away from the chap who made it. It had loads of views. Loads of people were interested in, oh yeah, I'll see a race. But he was focusing on talking to the people who built the cars and how they'd done things special and all of this kind of stuff, rather than the race. And the camera work was not of the cars. For the most part, it was of a bunch of middle-aged blokes, and you kind of go, I want to see the cars though. The cars is the bit that's the reason I'm here, is I want to see the cars. Then there's problem number 2, is that if you reach the enthusiast tier for slot cars, and I'm not a slot car enthusiast, right? I've got some because I've got plans to turn it into video. I like them enough, you know, they're fun enough, but I think that there is a golden video series out there just waiting to happen. Right now, the problem that they have is need a channel to encourage slot car enthusiasm. No, the whole idea is you make racing slot cars for people who couldn't care less about slot cars. And the reason that will pay off is about 2 years ago, there is a video of some chap featuring his uncle's slot car track that he's built in his basement in the US. And he's very highfalutin in the way he describes it, of like, it's the best indoor slot car track in the world, or something like this, right? And you watch it and you kind of go, heck me, that is a good looking track. You're going the wrong way again. Yeah, okay. That is a very good looking track, and he's come up with his own solution for how to run multiple cars on there and all of that kind of stuff, right? And it's just phenomenal. And they showed plenty of the cars zipping around, and they're 1/24 scale, which means they're beefier scale cars. And the action is really good, and the track is really good, and that video has had over 1 million views. All of the slot car enthusiast videos struggle to scrape 2,000 views, all of them. And that's because those videos are less fun than doing it for yourself. What people want is the spectacle of it. For starters, I know there is more than that, but the starting point is they want a spectacle of it. And the biggest problem in terms of creating a spectacle from this is the cars are too flaming fast. And all the enthusiasts spend their time on is making their cars go as fast as possible, which means if you're filming them, you can't see them. Radio control cars have the same thing. They have the same exact problem, is the cars are too fast. If you, as a spectator, can't appreciate what's going on, then you've got nothing to latch onto. It doesn't make it look fun. It doesn't make it look exciting. It just makes it look like a tiny little blur zipping past the camera once every so often. So you've got a choice of, well, slow it all down, or you do what 3D Botmaker did with diecast racing, which is Hot Wheels cars rolling gently down the track. What did he do? Filmed it at 60 frames a second, plays it back at 30 frames a second, thereby elongating the races by 100%, making them much slower, and therefore you're able to watch and appreciate the action. Because again, running Hot Wheels cars down track, they go too fast. Now, they've got a little bit stuck in their ways. They've tried a bunch of different things, but they haven't paid off, and they're not, the 3D Botmaker that is, they're not releasing as much these days, and I know what they're getting wrong. Or I know where they, oh, is the barge here? You missed it. Okay. I know how they need to evolve in order to jump to the next level. But they came about during COVID, or they got big during COVID. I started following them about a year before COVID. They had 30,000, he was already well on his way by that point. I started following Josh when he had 3,000 subs. And I sent him a message at the time, and I said, you are going to be ruddy enormous. Because he'd already got his patter at that point. Can't remember how I found him. But this is YouTube nonsense, right? This is as a tubist, or certainly as me, I go looking for things of interest. Anyway, I've got 15 different ideas that you could do to slot car racing coverage that would make it a visual spectacle, because that's what you need. Yeah, that's what you need. You need no. On most RC cars, they'd need to do more. I've thought about doing it with RC rally cars as well, where you don't lose the speed and therefore the spectacle in real time. Yeah. Sable, I'll answer that question. Yeah, it's easy. And it's not a mental illness. Or maybe it is. But if it is, it's useful. It's a useful mental illness. Yeah, so the thing that's holding me back from actually getting started on it. So why have I got a 3D printer? Because I want to be able to print the cars. Ta-da! That's the reason. Not because I'm too cheap to buy the cars, but because the cars are too boring. And also, I want to be able to destroy the cars. Oh, yeah. I've got an idea for people getting involved in it. Jelly's Marble League. Yeah, absolutely. But Jelly has been struggling in the last couple of years. He hasn't figured out how to evolve what he's doing. And the problem that Jelly and the Marble League people, the guys, it's him and his brother. And the issue they've run into is they started at a high level, attracted a ton of viewers, and they've got nowhere to evolve to. And I know why they have a problem with it. I know why they can't seem to get to the next tier. They feel like they've stalled out. And the problem with stalling out is you lose... every channel loses viewers, right? People find them, fall in love with them, start watching, stick around, and then over time they kind of go, yeah, I'm good. There was a time I watched every video Josh put out for about 6 months, right? These days I watch maybe 1 in 15. And it's not about the game at all. I know it's not about the game. It's where, all right, I could do with a bit of Josh. And so I'll watch one of Josh's videos. But for a while I watched every last thing he put out. Because I always found it amusing. Now he needs fresh jokes. He's got one stream of jokes, and they hit really, really well, and he delivers on them excellently. But I've heard them all, and because I'm not just watching as a viewer, I'm watching with an eye on the craft as much as anything else. It means that the ability for him to surprise... The last time I laughed wholeheartedly was a long time ago. It's more like a professional appreciation of, it's clever. Right? Yeah. Oh, yes, I'm so very clever. Yeah, I know. But there you go. Slot car demolition derby. There you are. You're thinking along the right lines. I'm thinking more slot car Mad Max. Yeah. Meets Death Race. Death Race, Mad Max, slot cars. Filmed, part cinematically, but obviously still models. Mixing in a little bit of stop motion. I'm also obsessed. Are you coming up, Jeff, or are you just going to sit there barking? Come on. I've got a blanket here with your name on it. Well, it's not got your name on it. We've got everything else of you on it. You coming up? Come on. Just don't stand in the background mewling. Get on the camera, because someone will chuck £5 in the bucket if you do. Yeah, you can consider it an appearance fee. And they'll say, buy something nice for Jeff. And I go, yeah, I totally will. And I'll buy you some cat food. Which I was probably going to do anyway. Oh, you're going to stand on there, are you? I'd sooner you didn't. You can if you want. Alright, well, amuse yourself. Figure 8 track. No, I get it. Figure 8 track, not bad. It would need to be big. It would need to be big. And the action needs to be slow enough that you can follow exactly what's going on. Let's game it out. Sorry, I talk about Josh all the time, but let's game it out. Live action Gaslands. Oh, there was a channel who covered Gaslands. And it's brilliant, but he got 2-3 bits just wrong, so wrong, because he would have been colossal. What he was doing is he was filming Gaslands using stop motion and then using AI frame interpolation between the stop motion points to make smooth races in there, and the end result of those film segments is phenomenal. Absolutely brilliant. I can't remember the name of the channel. I am subscribed to it, but I can't remember it. But what he gets wrong, all of the wrapping around the video is garbage. And the story told through the races is... But the filming of the races themselves is just brilliant. Technically, absolutely brilliant. And if he had any sense, it'd have done more with that. Because I watch... Black Star Initiative, which is toy soldiers trotting around with a fantastic narrative and voiceover and all this kind of stuff, and they're really, really, really great. I cannot recommend the channel highly enough, even if you only watch it as a curiosity. Hold on, let me make sure I get the channel name right for you, because this is one I do actually recommend. Subscriptions. Meanwhile, Lixwolf has chucked €22 in a bucket. Thank you, Lix. This section of the stream is sponsored by something nice for Jeff. I'll buy him some cat food. Yeah. I always could call them Black Star Initiative, but I might be wrong. I might be quicker at this, but I'm subscribed to so many different channels. Yeah, I know, but sometimes you don't unsubscribe because you kind of go, well, they're little and they probably feel good about it. There you go. Yeah, Black Star Initiative is what they're called. Toy soldiers, stop motion, huge amount of effort goes into making those videos, and the end results are joyful. Have I seen Grey Steel Plays? Oh my God, not for about 10 years. Grey Steel Plays was a big dog when I first started out, and then Josh came along and did it better than Grey. Yeah, no, I have. Thanks, Borg. Good question. I haven't thought about Grey Steel Plays for a long time. Anyway, the reason that I haven't started my slot car project yet is because I haven't got any space. And that's really all I need. I need a garage, and that's it. Yeah, I know. It's terrible. Right, I'm done with you. Thank you very much for your service there, Mr. Massey Ferguson. We can return you if I can find a place to do so. Vehicles. Yeah. Okay, the Massey Ferguson MF8570, and we'll return that to the depot. Thank you. Good. I probably want one of them. And the no, I need you. You're mine, and you are, and you. This one I can also send back. Return that too. We turned a profit. Woohoo! Now what? Yeah. Plough it, put in grass seed, get your donkey sanctuary up. Yeah. What's the Abbey? No, that's your water Bowser. Right. Yeah. Right. Gray's got 8 million subs. Yeah. Well, he's been going for about 15 years now, Gray. But they follow a similar kind of template, which is perverting the way that the game is set up. So deliberately perverting the way the game's set up. I accidentally pervert the way that the game's set up while still trying to completely objective. I don't do the, I ruined a game and you can watch it in the next 20 minutes. I got no problem with that, but that's not my thing. I play haphazardly, and that's my thing. I don't put enough effort in. You can level that accusation at me, and it would be fair. Right, there you go. Now there was a good question which is worth answering. Sable asked, with the utmost respect, it's fine. How do you talk and reply to yourself so fluently in your videos? If you didn't know, you'd swear it was two people having a chat. Okay, all right. The easy way of describing it is, it's the voice in my head, right? And as a normal person, as a regular, ordinary person, hang on, let me buy some equipment and then I can multitask. But as a normal, regular, everyday person, sometimes there will be a voice in your head that says, is that the best idea? And you'll have an internal conversation about, yeah, okay, maybe it's not the best idea. Well, I think it'll probably work out. Yeah, no. Okay, all right, I'll do it later. But it plays out inside your head. And that part of your brain is called your super ego. Right, which tends to be quite critical of yourself. If you go for Freudian kind of stuff, right, it's your super ego, and it can be quite critical of what you're up to, and but it's normal internal dialogue, but it's quite limited internal dialogue. And I think the first time I did it was playing Planet Coaster the first time around, where I'd regularly give voice to people who were visiting the park. I always do that with NPCs. I give them a voice from time to time. And grassland. Yeah, but I need to plant the grass. That's the thing. Why don't you plough it? Well, yeah, I could do. I've only got a piddling little tractor, though. Well, whose fault is that? Well, yeah, obviously. Get your cow set up. Yeah, all right. Yeah. All right, don't run back there. Teleport. I am trying. Teleport is a no-go, blood. Okay, all right, well, I guess we're walking then. Yeah, so your superego tends to be quite critical of your persona, yourself, your regular old ego going on there. And so I started giving voice to the internal dialogue on something as simple as, is that a good idea? Which you would think internally before doing it, and you would decide, okay, I won't do it then. And so instead of just keeping that in my head, I'd start saying it out loud, and then I would continue the conversation. And because I do it so often now, it's something that I can just do. I can have a conversation with myself, no problem, while taking on two distinct perspectives. The first perspective is, don't worry, it'll be fine. I know what I'm doing. It's not going to be a problem. No, teleport's not happening right now. I could teleport to the field. Yeah, okay, good point. Whereas the other one is, you are not thinking this through at all, are you? No, you're desperately, you're making a real mess of this. And therefore, the two of them can have a conversation where one says, yeah. And the other goes, it'll be fine. Don't sweat it. And so under any particular situation, and because I've been doing it so long, you can also teleport to most sell points. Oh, I hate teleporting. But sometimes you just need to. Right. Cow hatch. That's what we need now. You don't need to do anything else with this. Just burn it. Yeah, okay. Right. Cows. What do you want to spend? I don't want to spend $250,000, but I think I'm about to. You could spend $500,000 if you want. No, I think I'd rather keep the money for the time being, if it's all the same to you. Okay, now then, where do you want it? We want it down here by the water. What's rotate? Is it that? No. Is it this? No. Is it that? Yes. Okay. Yeah, could stick it down there. Remember, you need side access to do bits. Could keep it up by the road a little bit more. You shave off a bit too much of the field there. Yeah. What about over here like that? No, the overlap mean, look, you're losing all of your knobbly end. That's what you say. Right. What are you overlapping with? You're not overlapping. Shut up. There's plenty of room. You get a bus through there. Don't give me that. Yeah, and I don't know how much of this is going to need to be smoothed, but I imagine it is not an insignificant amount. I'm gonna keep fiddling until I find somewhere where I go yes, which could be any moment. That might work. Yeah, I just don't want to burn too much usable space. Not that it matters. No, slap it in there. Okay. Do I want to plant grass first? There's no point in planting grass if I'm about to stick a flipping barn over the top of it, Floody. Use your loaf. Yeah. Yep. Okay, go for it. Yep. Do it. Yeah. Okay, we're in. Oh, hang on. You can... Oh, I can slap in a field. Does the size of the field impact the number of cows? So if I were to make the fenced-in area the size of the entire field... Could I have an absolute monkey load of cows? That is the official measurement for cows. Yeah. I'll wait until someone in the chat will know. Does the area dictate the amount of cow one can stick in this area? It does. Can it go beyond the 50 that is prescribed by this barn? Is 50 the cap? I would imagine yes. Monkey load, yeah. No, shed limits the number, which I'm assuming yes it does. So yeah, 50 is the cap. How big a field can one adjust the fence after placing it if one is below the cap? You can't agree with yourselves right now. Shed is the limit. Yeah, no, I figured shed is the limit. But smaller would be less than 50. Yeah, I get that. Shed dictates feed amount. Fenced area dictates cow amount. Yes. Okay. Presumably you can edit it though, right? Right? No. Gordon says no. Any advance on no? Albert says yes. Keith says 50 is not the cap. I don't agree with you there, 50. I've had this shed with 99 cows with a massive field size. You can go over 50. Nobody can decide anything now. You think you can go to double the barn limit? There's a lot of I reckon going on here. I've got 61 cows, says Keith. And in the game, Keith. You can have hundreds of cows, but you can't replace the fences. If shed is the limit, doesn't that mean 7 cows? Now we're all over the place. I could just continue reading this conversation. It's riveting. Yeah, this of course will be used to train all the AI answers that Google gives you these days. Can you go beyond the cap suggested by the barn? Yes, but no, but yes, but no. You have to delete everything to replace it. Okay, that sounds plausible. Sable says there's one way to find out. I like your thinking. Fence whole field, then subdivide. Feels dangerous. Can't edit it once you place it. Kaifa is making it sound like she knows a thing or two. Clean sweep protocol if you want to tweak anything. Fine. Okay. You can customize the fence. Well, that's what I am doing. I'm at the fence customization point now. The question is, if I were to fence this entire field, how many cows would I get in it? Do you want to do that? No, I think I'll probably fence half the field. And if that ends up being 30 cows... Eileen wants more cows. All right, Eileen. All right, okay. I'm there. I'm with you. I'm on that one. All right, okay. I'm going. Thank you for those who have attempted to help. Your help has been marginal, and it largely agrees with my own personal assessment at this point. You're going to go for the whole field. I'm going for the whole field. It's only one field. I'll buy another field, and I'll put some grass in it. You're going to spend quite a lot on this, though. I will get over it. Okay. Right. See, right there. Right, that was just normal patter. Right? Am I going to do the whole field? Yeah, I probably will. It's going to cost quite a bit, though. That's the critical voice coming in. I mean, going, yeah, I know, but I mean, you know, whatever. See, that's how it works. It's as simple as that. And internally, you might think, you're asking quite a lot of yourself. Oh, you're sealing off your access to the water, you fool. All right, well, I'll keep the access to water. I'll run a little channel down the side to ensure... What do you mean this area is restricted? Naff off. That's my land. You can't restrict me on my land. I think it can, and just did. Well, I'm not here for it. All right, okay, there you go. All right, onwards. You'll get a water bowser down the side of there. It'll be fine. Oh, sure. I mean, I don't think you're setting yourself up for deep six in that flipping thing 3 times a day at all. Where do I need to link this up to? That area is restricted. So's that. Okay, is there a connection post? Because let me tell you, it feels like there should be. Oh, no, it's there. All right, there is. Do you want to place a meadow for cowbell? Yeah! What the heck just happened? It's offering you the opportunity to place another one. 1 times meadow, auto-planted. Oh, man, think of the amount of bales we could place here. Well, yes. Okay. Right, let's get out of that. All right. That's a mighty cow field. I might end up needing to do... you don't need water with that shed. Oh, that's a shame. I quite like adding water to the sheds. Anyway, yeah. Open the door. No. Oh, there. Yes. All right. Somewhere is going to be some kind of instruction manual or limit ding dong. There's some details going on there that don't feel wholly necessary. Okay. Yeah. Open the door. Thank you. What's your limit? How many cows can I mean, obviously I can only stick half a dozen cows a time in my trailer, but I do want to know what my upper limit is. I know I can get to it from a menu, but I want to know by knowing first. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Meadow, 0%. They'll eat meadow. You don't even need food if they've got meadow. That's an improvement over the last game. I always felt like it should give you some credit for the amount of grassland that they could just munch on because they felt like it. Does this door go anywhere? Yes. Does it go anywhere useful? No. You're going to need to walk up to something and press R. Okay, well, I'll do that then. All right, press R here. Hello. Right. Cow barn, 0 of 238. In answer to the question, the cap is 238. Ooh, that's a lot of cows. Right, let's go buy them. That is a lot of cows. That is a lot of cows. Meadow is bugged at the moment. I'll work that out when we get to it. Right. Okay. What do you want? Trailer. Okay. Dump that. Thank you. Yep. And let's go grab this. And then look at the map before you set off, because you don't remember exactly where the housing for cattle is. Good. Okay, right. Meadow is bugged. Needs to create a grassland field if you want it to regrow. No, that's fine. That's just for cows. They'll be fine. They'll be good. Don't worry about it. And if they're not, I'll feed them. It'll all be great. Yeah. Okay. Animals. Cows. No, that's my cows. Okay. Look for the other flashing thing. There'll be one. No, I think that's just hot spots. What's a hot spot? Not a good spot. Now, step back and I'll drown this lad in my pool. That's a bit dark. Yeah, all right. Okay, fair play. But it's my way of just making out like I'm not letting him get away with it. Okay. Yeah. Also, he was found innocent. Yeah, was he though? Yes, acquitted tends to mean innocent. Yeah, that's acquitted. All right. Dredging boat? Yeah. He hasn't been working much since then, has he? No, I suppose not. Kevin, you probably weren't around for the 5 minutes where you were allowed to do puns. You're not allowed to do puns. That's not me being the fun police. That's just me asking everyone to be grown up. Right. I found it earlier. Yep. Now find it again. Oh, hold on. What about this button? No. I wouldn't have bought a try. Hold on. There it is. There you go. Right. Tag it. All right. We're going. Where are we going? Over there. Over there. Right. It's only half a kilometre away. Oh, we're having a bit of a struggle pulling this thing. Well, it is raining and you are in a field. Yeah, okay, that's a valid reason, I suppose. There you go. Urban Rally Race has been a member for 8 long months. After much research, really, I found I've been subbed to you since February the 6th, 2019. And you have enjoyed my content since. I assume that was either just a mistake on your part, or intentional. Intentional pressing the button. You're trying to press the button there. Do we really need to be grown-ups? Yes. We are mature and silly. But that means we are sophisticated and lowbrow in our humour. See, a pun is very lowbrow humour masquerading as being sophisticated. But the one thing it ain't is sophisticated. He who would pun would pick a pocket. Yeah. Right, there you go. Being a grown-up's boring. Yeah, totally. No, you're sophisticated. Be flipping for or else. or I'll nut you. Yeah. That means headbutt in the UK. Americans and other North American friends. Right, open the weasel. The weasel is open. Can you be children inside? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's not that I don't like it, Dusk, is it? Because I'm right, aren't I? Aren't I? What's going on here? Cows? Yes. But this looks like my own personal cow possessions. Transport to cow barn? No. No, I don't want to. I just want to buy them and stick them in the van. I'm parked in the perfect place for them. I struggle with this every single time. It's either loading or unloading, and it goes, no, you can't do that here. We can transport them direct to. I don't want pigs. Well, that's our specialty. Yeah, no, never mind that. I want cows. Oh, cows. Oh, that's a special order. What's this? That's for buying bricks of cow. What is that? Selling lard. Oh, okay. Well, I'll get into that business later on. Sit in tractor. I am sat in tractor. Press R. Press E. Press E. Press R. Press E. Keep going till it gives you options. Okay, well, I pressed R and I got this menu again. And there's my trailer. Okay, but nothing popped up. It should have popped up. How many do you want? How many can I put in the trailer? 6, I think. There are no animals in this husbandry. There will be, though. Hold on, what do you want? Do you want a brown Swiss at 0 months? It's a good question. They're cheap at 0 months. Yeah, but they might die. Oh, good times. Yeah. It just means you're waiting longer till they start producing. Yeah, 18 months, you see. They're ready to knock it out already. Yeah, I mean, we could go for these little 6-month lads. Yeah. What do you want, though? Well, we've got the traditionals. We've got your brown Swiss, obviously. Yeah. Holsteins. Angus. Limousines. And water buffalo. What? Water buffalo. Buffalo like grass, hay and TMR. Too much rubbish. Additionally, they require water. Oh, really? Yeah. This type of cow is bred for profit and can be sold. They like grass, hay and TMR. Okay. This type of cow is bred for profit and can be sold. Yeah. This breed is for dairy farming and produces. I think we're going Holstein and Dustines. Not everyone headbutts. Some of us North Brittoners prefer a Glasgow kiss. Yeah, well, yes, but were one a Sassenach such as myself, one could say, I will nut you, and you will know exactly what I mean. Equally, I will know if you're inviting me to a Glasgow kiss. I know exactly what that means. For we share the same island, and therefore we do tend to understand one another quite readily. Right, okay, yeah, I'll take 6 of these bad boys, please. I think you'll find those are bad girls. If you get bad boys, it will be the wrong type of milk. Okay. Gimme. Out, please. Alright, secure the cattle. Elevate the cattle. The cattle are elevated. Where am I going? You know the way by now. I vaguely know the way by now. Well, you've got to learn this map somehow. Alright, there you go. There you go. There you go. Think big, New Holland CR11 Gold Edition. That's pretty. DLC now available. Thanks. Groovy. One wonders if one were to purchase that DLC. I bought the season pass, so I'll get whatever they decide to give me. But one wonders if, having bought the DLC, it still tries to flog it to you. Or whether they are erudite enough to have considered all of that. They don't look very secure. They'll put their own seatbelts on, Liam. We're fine. Yeah. I've got a DVD player in the back. We're playing Babe Pig in the City. Yeah. See, all of that. No disco. Oh, sorry. Yeah, disco lights for the cows. Woohoo! Keep it calm in there. They're all on there. Yeah. Popping their heads off. Is that it? Yeah, that was me doing disco. I was on the fence about committing to making disco noises, but then I decided against it because that's a bit played out. Okay. Yeah. You alright, ladies? Yeah, they're fine. Sorry, lads, ladies only tonight. It still offers it on the billboards if you bought the DLC. Thank you, Gaming with Geo. That's good. You ask a question, it can be answered. Urban Rally Race was chucked in a fiver. Obviously, at the size of calf, I could have packed more into the trailer. Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably could, but I don't think it works like that. Am I intending on doing a mix of streams and episodes? No. I'm going to do this one. I'm going to do another one next week, and then I'm going to play something else. Do you? I mean, you know why, right? I've given Farm Sim a good go. I've given it a good go in terms of providing Videotronic entertainment. It is a good choice for a Saturday nighter because it means we can just do some chat. right? And I'm always up for occasional doing of some chat. You'd stop dropping your T's, you lazy oaf. You want to cut this bus full of children up? No. The ladies do not approve. But yeah, no, I want to find... I'm going to go and do something more narrative-y after this, or something from which a narrative can be spun. But I'll do this week, and we'll do next week to kind of pay off on what I'm building now. But for the amount of time it takes to get places with this, it was not generating the viewing numbers required to be worth the effort. Okay. Alright. Here we go. Yeah. Alright, we're here. Uncork the trailer. The trailer is uncorked. Get out of the van. I'm not sure they want to. Oh no, hold on. Animals. Yes. Unload from here. You know, you see, you think it's there, but it's actually down here. Boop, beep, boop, boop, bop. Okay. A transport fee will be... Am I unloading them to the right place? Or am I... Unload from... Do one and see what happens. Move to husbandry. Do you want to move one animal to the husbandry? Well, you tell me. I don't think I do. See, you've got me doubting myself now. Because this is also a husbandry, but it's fundamentally a barn. Maybe it needs to be in there. I'll drive in there and we'll see what happens. Alright. Hold tight, ladies. We'll keep the doors open. You are really interested in the Towers of Agzal. It's too narrative for my take. Oh, no. Not prescribed. I don't do a prescribed narrative. I like one where I am the narrative maestro. Yeah. Well, that's what you get for having a little tractor. Oh, it's getting a bit boggy. Yeah, it's the neighbour's field, though. He won't mind. Well, you're not going to ask him. No, he doesn't exist. That's the only thing that I'd like them to really add to this game, is that when playing single player, that those unmanaged fields, you would see them being managed. Alright, ladies, uncork the trailer. Right. This makes more sense as a delivery point, but I have a suspicion it is not. Okay. The R button is not giving me anything. Okay. Still nothing. Still nothing. Still nothing. Still not. That's not it. Okay. We got enough room to turn around? Nope, we're going straight backwards. With a trailer? Are you insane? Slowly, right? Yeah. This looks fine. Okay. Hazards on. Yeah. Yeah. That's it. Now grip it and rip it. Alright, let's try it again with feeling. Okay. Stellaris could be good. We haven't done a Fail Brigade Stellaris in about 5 years, I don't think. Everyone got fed up of being beaten by Jake. And there'd be 20 of us in a game and Jake would still thrash everybody. Yeah. Why are we having trouble here? Well, you're driving like a loony. Yeah, I know, but that's not unusual. We seem to be having... You've got a gutless tractor. Oh, yeah, that won't help. Right, okay, back it up a bit more, and now thrash it in. No, the trailer doesn't seem to be keen on me. You need some front weight on here, son. Alright, well, I mean, that's a problem for later. The problem I have now is I want to get these cows out of the trailer. Let's go this way a bit. Let's try a different manoeuvre, because trying the same one repeatedly is getting me nowhere. Yeah, you can't really do a UE with the level of weight you've got at the front right now. I can, but it's just an extended UE. Yeah. Okay. Alright, here we go. There you go. That's it. There you are. Right, now hoik it on over this way. Almost there. No, this is going about as well as it did before. No, it's not. It's going better. You had it right the first time. Yeah, but it was a straight line the first time. All right, open the fridge. All right, ladies, get out. Okay, cows. Yes. No cows. Trailer. Nope. And here? No. Okay. All right, I'm going to do one and see what happens. Select. Yeah. Yeah, there you are. Move to husbandry. You sure you want to move it to husbandry? Yes. Animal, move to husbandry. Right, I need out, please. That was just telling you exactly what you wanted to know. I know. But, yeah. Yeah, no, good. Right, animals. Cow barn, 1. Cow, A, singular. Brilliant. Okay, we're there. Yeah. I'm going to get out and make sure, get out and make sure that my cow is in the pasture. All right, we'll find it. Ian has chucked 10 Canadian bucks in the bucket. Terribly late to the party. That's quite all right. He's down there. He's gone right down the deep end. A fresh 10 inches of snow outside didn't help. What you're telling me is you've been out on your sledge. Whee! And you've been throwing snowballs at all the local neighbourhood children. Oh, you make a little cute cow sound. All right. Yeah, good. How's that grass doing you? Oh, I'm going to go with it's fine. Super. How many did you say? 268? We'll be riveting streams for the next 10 weeks or so. Yes. But what is more likely is I won't buy 100% of the cattle that will go in this farm. Instead, I will buy 50% and then I'll wait them to do the rest of it. Yeah, they can handle the rest on themselves. Right. Okay. All right, let's eject the rest of the ladies. Ladies, get out. They have moved to the husbandry. Tremendous. Next menu. There you go. Cow barn, 6 months times 6. Wicked. Is it wicked? Oh, it totally is. Now, you're going to need some straw. Any ideas? Oh, God, I'm going to have to buy it. You need to figure out how to make totally mixed ration. Oh, no. You probably want to buy a neighbouring field in order to make bales of stuff. Yes. You need the ability to move bales around. Yeah. Milk, which will come in punnets. It won't. Everything comes in punnets. I could put it in the water bowser. What, the one that's currently underwater? Yep. Alright, let me know how you get on with that. Yeah. My trailer's all mucky. It's raining. It should be fine. It's getting a free rinse. Yeah. You know what else you need? I'm going to buy a weight for the front of this tractor. There are cows in my field. Oh, yeah. Alright. Okay. Right. Back to town. Here we go. Into adventure. Right. Okay. Yeah. Super. No, it's all good. Yeah. Yeah. No, I need to figure out the feeding situation, nay, scenario. I want to spend about 100 grand max on a field for growing things that I can feed to the cows. Turnips. Yeah. I want a turnip field. Oh, you really don't. Nobody likes turnips. Apart from cows. They famously love turnips. They look at your total mixed ration and they go, you don't got any turnips? Again? We've told you once. Where's the turnips, clown? Yeah, sorry, ladies, no turnips. Ah, snot flipping. Yeah, I need a senior fatty. That's what we need. We're going there first. Yeah, I think it will help with the loading of the next batch of ladies. All right, okay. Here we go. All right, park her up. Get out of the tractor. Okay. Why don't I buy some too much radio for now? I will. Yeah. Consumables. That's root crop consumables. Animal consumables is what you want. Like a burger. Yes, you're very funny. Thank you. Loaders. Yeah. Front loader tools. I'm going to need some. But where do weights live? I mean, this feels like a good place to put weights. It's not, though. Okay. Stuff to slap on the front. It's got a search button. Nope. It's got a good luck. Go find it for yourself and stop whining button. Oh, okay. There's no need to be like that. Front loaders. Maybe it's with them. No, that's front loaders. Oh, okay. No. What's this? Yield improvements. Ah, great. What do you got? I've got the thing for ladies here. How are you going to put this stuff on in the RTV, whatever it's called, XG850 Sidekick? Well, I'm going to have to figure out how to get that back out of the water. Yeah, you're going to need a device for that food. All right. Yeah. Oats, yeah. Pig food, yeah. Wheat, oats, yeah. Pig food, yeah. Mineral feed. So, not so much on the too much ration then. No, they don't go for that. You need a forage mixer. I don't know how they work. I'm going to have to go and watch a video and find out how they work. Weights. Right. What do you want? Well, not too much weight, because obviously this tractor is a gutless piece of filth. So I need some weight, but not too much weight, you know? Okay. Trying to be more precise about that. Well, what are you? You are 450 kilos. I think we can go to 1,000. I think we can go to 1,000, or at least 750. You reckon a bit of class? I mean, I do like the idea of buying it from 10 Winkle. Yeah, that's a lot of Winkle. It is. It's certainly enough to get you through a weekend. A grand will get you 600k. 750 for 1,250 quid. And I am now fixated on getting a 10 Winkle. Yeah. I'm into it. Okay. Hope it's not too heavy. It'll be fine. All right. Let's go. Senor Fatty is back in the house. All right. Look at him. He's sat there slab-like. He's not got his big red sunburnt tan anymore, the Senor Fatty. Okay. All right. No, I think you're attaching this from the wrong end. Oh, don't tell me they've done this again. The last bloody shop that I had to deal with would always place things in the most stupid orientation imaginable. Well, it looks like they've done it again. All right, get rid of that. Let us nimbly manoeuvre around here. Did you get a discount on this tractor? Yeah, that's why it's half broken. Okay. Okay, right, here you go. All right, Winkley. Yeah. Now, if I stop abruptly, do we pull an endo? No. Okay, in that case, this is probably helping more than hindering. All right, okay. Right, in between this and next week, I will figure out totally mixed ration. And we'll do some of that action. But to wrap us up today, we'll grab some more cow, and then I'll pick up another field from which I can do something grass or similar. Yeah, okay. Eileen has been a member for 17 long months and has got her caps lock the wrong way round, but that's okay, we all do it. Thank you for your insights, and you're great. Eileen, you've been at the sherry again. Thank you, Eileen, I appreciate that. It is nice to be appreciated for just larking around. I'm lost again. Yeah, you were close. Was I really? Yeah, it might even be here. No, that's the shop. Okay, but it is close. Yeah, I know. It felt like I was going the same way. Well, why don't you go back towards home and then turn around or something, and then you'll go... Oh, it's over here. I know the way to the shop now. It's the most important thing to learn. Figuring out the way to the shop. Right. Was it over there? That's warehouse. Is it over here? That's the something company. Okay. Keep going, turn around, and then you'll have a flashback to, oh, it's over here. Will I? Yeah. I'm 92% certain of it. Alright, I just need someone to turn around. Okay, well, you'll work that out. Disco. Yeah. There's no really good places to turn around. There you go. Use this side road. I mean, you say side road, I hear field. Okay, get through there. Slide it around the corner. Oh, I think it'll go, you know. With a more powerful tractor, I think you can whip that trailer around. And I think that'll look semi-epic. We'll try it at some point when I've got a tractor that has some actual get up and go. Rather than this one that has got kind of, can't be bothered. And no. Which is the antithesis to get up and indeed go. Okay. Where are we going? I don't know. I'm looking for... See, I've lost it now. Because it felt familiar on the way in, and then now it doesn't. Yeah. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. It'll be the bloody rain, Liam. That'll be what it is. Yeah. Can you turn it off? Well, there's sunshine forecast. Alright, let's get to that bit then. Let's turn the rain off by getting through the rain. I don't know why it would be struggling. It's just pixels. This technology is very strange. It's not drawing more pixels. It's drawing the same number of pixels. There you go. That should be the end of the rain. Alright, okay. There. Right, back down to here. Okay, yeah. Now, what? Where? Yes. It is. It's not there. That's my farm. We've had this conversation. It's right here. You were correct in that it's close. Don't honk at me, buddy. Okay. Alright, let's go. Yeah. Especially given I'm shoving half the number of frames at you now. Maybe for next week, drop the number of frames in game to 30. Oh, because the game's still running at 60 FPS. Yeah. Drop the frames in game and then broadcast. Do you mind? I was talking there and that was disturbing. I lived near a pig farm as a child. And I tell you, when the pigs are dismayed, they do make quite a lot of noise. Right, yeah. Give me another full load, please. Thank you. Don't mind if I do. PT just woke up. Hello, PT. Well, it's Sunday morning, so, you know, why are you up this time anyway? Spend the morning in bed. You're going to watch from the start. Thank you for the continued Videotronic entertainment. That's the service that I like to provide. Thank you, PT, for the generous donation. All right, close the hatch. All right. Blow me pig whistle, and off we trot. You can stay there. Oh, I appear to have driven into this subtle piece of advertising. Don't you honk at me, son. It'll end poorly for you. By which I mean I will just park. And you can get used to it. Yeah. Right, there you go. Right, okay, now we're rolling. Yeah. Take this turning for once. It is the direct route rather than the pretty way, which seems to be your preference at the moment. Okay, I'll know where I'm going real soon on this. It's not going to take long before I'm a chuffing expert. Yeah, PT gets pun time, but he has to do pun time during the pun time moment. Yeah. Then down here. Yep. Down toward Willie's speedboat. Yeah. And then we're here. See? Oh, yeah. There you go. Right, ramp it off that. Woohoo! Okay, open the hatch for the ladies. Invite them to get out of the train. Oi, get off the train. Yes, please, get him in the husbandry. Super job. Loving your work. 12. Okay. Are we due a Sunshine Fun Bus mini-series? It's a tricky one. Because much depends on whether I feel like I can do anything new with it. Right? And what jokes would I do with the Sunshine Fun Bus that I've not already done? I mean, the Sunshine Fun Bus 3-parter should have been a 2-parter. Should have been a 2-parter. The third part, I think if I'd have mixed, if I'd have done the highlights of all 3 parts, I think you'd have 2 absolutely belting videos there. As it is, you've got 3 pretty good videos with good jokes in there. If this was a proper farm sim, I should be able to drive to Westminster to ineffectively protest. Yeah. Yeah, that's certainly plausible. Yeah. Okay. Now then, where are we? Yeah. I am both sympathetic and unsympathetic towards farming people at the same time. And that's complicated. Right. Yeah. Okay. Sympathetic because they work extraordinarily hard on very low pay and provide an absolutely essential service. The alternative of which would be yet more mass-produced, pre-packaged, horrendously awful garbage food, rather than the good stuff. That's where I'm sympathetic. I am less sympathetic because they all voted for Brexit. All of them. Yeah. Apart from very rare examples, because you can't say all of them and be right. Yeah. No, I think Clarkson has done more for farm. Oh, you bought the wrong kind of cows. Do they do milk? They do. All right, well, it's fine. You bought children as well. Oh, okay. Well, you know, variety in that. Yeah, sure, but do try and pay attention. Oh, look, they're dead already. We'll be fine. Yeah. They fell for all that propaganda when they were lied to. Right. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on. There you are. Cool. Yeah. Good. And then take the next leftish. Right, and then we will find... Okay, Andrew is a farmer, didn't vote Brexit, thereby proving the point of never generalise, because you're always wrong if you do so. You can't generalise because you're always wrong. You can, however, yeah. Yeah, no, Clarkson has done more for farming because he's made it accessible. He has simultaneously shown the difficulty while removing some of the, I say mystique, but I use it in a very kind of flimsy way. You know, dispelling some myths. Yeah. And independently held farms, when they're gone, they'll be gone forever. They'll get taken over by AgriCorp Inc., probably owned by a massive US conglomerate, and it will be bad. Yeah, it will be no good thing. In fact, there was a really good... I occasionally catch the food programme on Radio 4. I listen to Radio 4, of course I do. Yeah, it's the only media I consume. But yeah, no, I caught a food programme a while ago, and the expectation was that British farmers would be run out of business by American Agricorp, who would do a loss leader to provide cheap, crappy food in place of UK produced local domestic stuff. So they would push local farmers into bankruptcy, and then once they had no competition, then they'd ratchet the prices up. Because even though we're a tiddly little island, it's a tiddly little island with what's going on here. I don't know, someone's had some kind of trauma with, you know, the best part of 70 million consumers who still need to be fed. Yeah. And therefore it is well worth trying to knock out local competition. A couple of years ago, no, not even, maybe 18 months ago, a couple of years ago, I think the current situation is a bit short-sighted. It is not thinking it through, but they can't backtrack because we're in political land here, but this is apolitical as much as it is possible to be apolitical when talking about politics. Yeah, no, they can't backtrack, because if they backtrack on this, then they'll go, but the winter fuel allowance though, and I kind of go, look, I mean, we've got to find some money from somewhere. The problem I've got with all of this, we're raking in everything that we're spending in order to try and fix everything, is they're missing the part where they say, in order to fix everything. All they're doing is going, oh no, we're skint, so we're stopping spending entirely. And we're gonna make everybody pay a whole lot more for everything. What is going on? Is it rush hour? Are they picking up kids from school? Well, there's 2 school buses. Can I shove them? Nope. Classic farm sim traffic, which does not obey the same rules of physics that I do. Well, then I will not obey the same rules of the road that they are not obeying. If you squeak through there, you might be able to get round. Hey, go on, squeak. Squeak. That's it, trailer's doing God's work. Go on, go on, go on, go on, go on, go on. They're not providing the good news of, you know, it's going to be rough. And, you know, there's not going to be very many people who don't feel the rough. But the plan is that by doing this, we're going to spend it all on a really bloody big swimming pool. And everybody will be able to get in for free. Doesn't that sound good? And everybody go, oh yeah, a really big swimming pool. Yeah, I can get well behind that. Giants still can't program AI. I would go with they don't see it as a high enough priority. I think that if they were to hire an AI programmer, the AI programmer would turn up, do the job, and go, ta-da! And they go, thanks, you're fired. I've done all your AI stuff for you. Yeah, no, great, good. You can go home now. Oh, okay. I mean, unless you know how to program, you know, crop patterns. They need to talk to SES. No, they don't. SES aren't as good as people make out. SES's AI traffic is abysmal as well. The only difference is that SES's park. Thank you. Good. I believe those clowns are indeed properly gridlocked. SES's physics allow you to shove stuff out of the way. Right. What do you need to do? Press R. Ah, yeah. There you go. Right. Get out. Get to the husbandry. Now, before you spend any more on cows, the cows you've got now... Oh, look at him, having a little bounce. Good lad. Well done, lady. They're all ladies. All of them. They're all ladies. Giants need some competition. I'm not sure they do. I think it would be helpful. Definitely. I don't think they need competition. It's a perfectly good game. It's a perfectly good game. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with it. Also, I don't think that the market will support competition. I certainly have no desire to play any farming games at all. And I play this one because I happen to like this one, and it plays really nicely, and it does everything. He's having a little bounce in again. Ho ho! Oh, we had our fun, didn't we? Yeah. No, and it's only because they have delivered so well that the game is as popular as it is, because there ain't that many farming fans. What there are, this is part of a forthcoming video entitled "The Simulator Problem." Yeah, farming simulator is one of the big key points that I'm going to make, or it's a key example, I should say. Right, we're going to need to buy something else, land-wise. 62 looks good. 62 does look good. How much are they asking? 85 G's. That's very reasonable. That is very reasonable. I can't argue with 85 G's. Without competition, they won't innovate. I don't agree with that. No, I don't agree with that. They will innovate, and it will happen at a pace that is appropriate. Yeah. They've got the competition they've got now is Flight Simulator, or 60 is Ready to Harvest. Oh, okay. What is it? What do you got in there? What are you? What are you? You are 60. Bing bong 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 bong. Are you sugarcane? No. Are you cotton? No. 59 is cotton. Okay. What? I mean, you've got multiple things that are sort of brown. It's parsnips. That sounds like a great adventure. And they're ready to harvest. What time of day is it? It's lunchtime. Perfect. Oh, I have no idea what's involved in that. Some kind of specialist machinery, one would imagine. It's 127 grand. Not anymore, because it's mine. Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's go and have a look at it with our faces. 60. This looks like weeds. No, it's parsnips and weeds. 2 crops for the price of 1. Well, now, that's almost more than I can bear in terms of brilliant. Yeah. You saw an article saying that three relaxing games are TSW, Farm Sim, and Construction Sim. Yeah. One of those things is not like the others. Right. Where are you going? I'm driving up the shop. Okay. Why? Because I don't want to teleport, because teleporting is wrong. But I like the amount of muck left on the road. It allows you. I've got 400% muck setting. I want it to be 40,000%. I don't want muck to ever disappear. That was the other thing that I really wanted for this version of the game, is damage over time should remain in place. Maybe it could be washed away by rain and similar. But fundamentally, if I've mucked things up, I want it to stay mucked up. I want it to stay looking used and not just reset to pristine. That's why I never wash any of my tractors and stuff. I like that they look a little bit messy. Do you know where you're going? Well, that's why I drove into a tree. I had a moment of indecision. Hey, clearly, it's that way. I know. Yeah. Is it Construction Sim? No, it's TSW. Right. Or, to put it a different way, it's Farming Sim. Because the other two ain't popular. Okay. Construction Sim's not too bad. Yeah. And I know why it's not popular. But they didn't listen to me. Right. Okay. Where are you going? I need a parsnip harvester. Okay, well, let's have a look then. Yeah, it could be with potatoes or sugar beet. It could be, but it might be its own thing. It's not its own thing. Okay. Let's have a look at sugar beet. Hello there. What else do you do? No, it doesn't do anything. Okay. What do you do? I do... That looks like a parsnip. It looks like a sugar beet. It's a sugar beet harvester. All right. Okay. Maybe it's like a vegetable. It's almost certainly like that. It looks like a parsnip. It does look like a parsnip. You need a tractor. That's a beefy tractor. It's beefier than what you've got. It's heavier than what you've got, and it's a Zetor. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And then you are a... It creates ridges that you can plant vegetables. No, I don't need to plant anything. What are you? It's a special plant. No, I don't need that. What are you? Yeah, top lifting harvester used to pull vegetables out of the ground. Terrific. Any new games like Gas Station or Gym Simulator on the radar? I love the series in which you have the fun meter. The fun meter was an experiment, and I've dumped it because it created more negative comments than positive. And I don't want to go down the route of being a critic. Yeah, I will criticize things when I find them worthy of criticism, but I don't want to be a reviewer, right? Because they're scum. yeah, game reviewers are scum. And therefore I don't want to be one. Yeah. It would feel like the ultimate betrayal to become a reviewer. They really are, Phil. Those who can't teach. Those who can't teach, criticize. Yeah. Right. I need one of those. Yeah, we'll lease one of them. I'm probably going to need a beefcake tractor. Yeah, I've got a trailer that will do the job. Right. You probably don't need anything else. I've got a fatty. What weight fatty are they suggesting? That's a ton. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I might bring back the funometer just purely in when it hits the I'm having a really good time. No, I'm always on my eye out for a new simulator that looks like it's coming soon in the video titled The Simulator Problem. That looks like it might be a giggle. I really enjoyed Trading Card Game Shop Simulator. And I think enjoy is the wrong word. It's not very good, right? But it is incredibly compelling. And that's a whole other thing. Right, I want you. Yeah. What are you doing with it? I'm leasing it. Lovely. Colon failure doesn't do reviews. Thanks, Liam. Yeah, colon failure obviously is after I've had a particularly violent curry. Yeah, I'll lease it, please. Thank you. Alright. You're going to lease another tractor? Old Gutless ain't going to handle it. What do you need anyway? It should do it. It only needs 100 hit points. And the tractor's parked just outside. Try it. Okay. Yeah, we've got time to try it. Did I enjoy it? Yes, no, why is enough. It goes the wrong way. Because it goes into the subjective, you see, and that's the problem. And instead I prefer doing... I get what you're saying, but I still give you a what I reckon about it. But without wrappering it in the smotherings of a review or similar. So a mini-series for Trading Card Simulator. No, one episode. It's a one and done. It's quite good fun. It's quite, I mean, as a video, it's quite good fun as a video. And I noticed quite a few fail brigadists pick it up. And then go, I've got to stop playing this flipping thing. Yeah. Also, I know why it's successful. Trading Card Simulator caused me so many problems in here. Firstly, in terms of my own trading card thing I'm working on. And secondly, in terms of I know how to make a work simulator that is going to be extraordinarily compelling and popular, and I've got a couple of examples that will demonstrate that, and yeah, I know how to make any simulator popular. It was a nail fog to the wall lightning bolt moment of, oh my goodness, there are 1,000 different topics you could use. I know why some are popular and others are not, and I know what you can do to try and put yourself in a position of popularity. I'm not entirely sure where the harvesting head is of this. It can't be that tiny piddly little thing there. Well, I've got some good news and some bad news. What? Well, one, it can be, yeah, and it's very tiny. You're going to do one row at a time for a long time. Well, we'll pick that up next Saturday then, I reckon. I reckon we will. Oh my god, you could just about do, no. If you don't mind missing some, you can, oh dear. You could probably get 2 rows at once. Oh hell. I'm not happy about this. This had better pay an absolute pigging fortune. Yeah. I'm going to aim for 1, but if I inadvertently get 2, I'll live with it. Oh man. Yeah. Have fun with that. I think you might be destroying row 2. Try and stick... In fact, you are destroying 1 row. You're missing 1 row entirely because you've swerved into row 3. Alright, getting a bit closer and evaluate better. Alright, 1 row at a time. Oh, no. Yeah. Alright, this is the whole of next week's stream. You're welcome. I've been Colonel Failure. Thank you very much for tuning in today. That's it. That's your lot for today. Right, lift. You should be going along the top edge there. Now I'm not gonna. I'm gonna do 1 more row. Put a worker on it. Nah. Get off. Alright, okay. Good. Yeah. This is probably a worker job. Nah, it's fine. Look, if you didn't enjoy tedium, why are you playing it in the first place? Tedium is what it's all about. If you don't want to do the job, grow something else. It's as simple as that. That's what this thing does best. You pick the jobs that you like the tedium of. I happen to like using a combine harvester. Harvesting the sunflowers was okay, but wheat is where it's at. Yeah. Wheat's the big dog in terms of harvesting. God, I can't get enough harvesting wheat. It's delightful. And empty it into a trailer. Oh, then get your windrower out and put all the bale rows into rows, and then get your baler out and it auto wraps them. It's just it's absolutely magical. Many, you missed a bit. I missed lots of bits. The hours just fly past with jovial merriment and glee. Right, good. Anyway, right, I'll be back next week where I'll be doing a lot of this, and then afterwards I'll be planting something, and then after that I will go and look at a total mixed ration how do I video before it becomes time to actually figure that. The cows will be fine for the time being. They've literally just rocked up. Yeah. Oh my god, we're going to be doing this all day. Yep. That's what live streams are for. Yeah. People want chat, they don't want games with action. Speaking of which, tomorrow evening on the Electro Sports. Sorry, I'm trying to hit the road. Don't destroy the crop. You've spent a few quid on renting this trailer. Yeah, alright, whatever. Tomorrow, over on Electro Sports, Ice Hockey Part 2, the final showdown. Part 1 was delightful. It was so fun. We're having a Part 2. So yeah, tune in for that over on Electro Sports. Usual time, usual place, usual nonsense. But Part 1 was freaking brilliant. And I'm very much looking forward to Part 2. Yeah. I should fade this out and just fade in where I'm still going and still blathering on next week. For continuity's sake, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. If I was doing video, that would be absolutely the way I would aim. You keep missing that bit. Well, if it doesn't behave itself, I might tell it knackers to that bit any moment. Yeah. Okay. Right, there you go. Alright. Up we go. Yeah. Tractor noise is interfering with your exit music. Yeah, well, I just want to even up this row. I don't want to leave it uneven. Okay. Yeah. That's a ticket. I don't usually make a big song and dance about turning all your lights off at this point. I know, it's hardly drama, is it? Oh, we're nearly full. Well, do you want to wait and show the people what having a full load of parsnips looks like? Alright, imagine some parsnips in a trailer. Okay. Ta-da! Alright, well, I suppose that counts. Alright, okay, good, 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 good. Up, up, up you go. There it is, up you go. Yeah, oh, missed. No, full. Not missed. We're full. Alright, get me out of here. I've had enough of it. No, you haven't. You love it. I do a bit. Yes. I quite like this piece of kit as well.